Welcome, skaters and skate fans. Bom dia from São Paulo, Brazil. We are here for the delayed 2025 World Championships, and things are going to get heated up here. It's finals day, and I'm Alex White, joined with Ryan DeCenzo and Mark Churchill, as well as Mitchie Brusco is going to join us in the booth as well today. Guys, what's the vibes down here right now?
You can tell, like, the crowds are going wild. Everybody's so stoked to be out here in São Paulo, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah, everybody is very excited to be out here in São Paulo right now, too. The women's final practice is about to kick off here, Ryan, too. What have you been seeing out there so far?
I mean, all the girls, the level is just going up and up, and they're getting more consistent. We're seeing a couple new faces, and I mean, it's going to be a good show. I'm excited.
Yes, some new faces, some familiar faces that we saw back in Kitakyushu in November, too.
Yeah, like Yuan Ling Zhu, who is on fire. NBDs, switch frontside nose grind. I mean, she is absolutely on fire, and she's skating really well out here as well.
Yeah, here's some clips of Yangling Zhe from China back in Kitakyushu. I mean, Ryan, this switch nose grind.
It's absolutely insane to see this going down. Just mind-blowing.
Yeah, and that's the real-time level of women's skateboarding going up right here in front of our eyes. And the likes of Nanimi Onishi as well is absolutely pushing the limits of what's possible.
Yeah, you saw this. I couldn't hardly believe my own eyes. How is she doing this trick, Ryan?
She's got to get that perfect pinch with the back wheel on the lock-in and to get the flick out, and out of that rail, steep, quick, got to set up the feet. A lot going on.
Yeah, she did well to hold on to that, but Ibuki Matsumoto is on fire.
Yeah, Ibuki Matsumoto kind of came onto the scene hot here, taking the win here in Kitakyushu.
Yeah, came out, started off the run with a kickflip frontside 50-50, and we didn't know that was the shape of things to come, did we?
No, that was the warm-up for what she was bringing out in the singles.
And just putting really, really well-planned runs together, and she's still so young, right?
Yeah,
Dude.
She just turned 14.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. She just has such a powerful kickflip, and she's using it to her advantage.
Also, her style plays advantage to what scores she gets. She looks so relaxed, makes the hardest tricks look really easy.
Yeah, relaxed and powerful skating. I mean, that's what got her here to finals day. The women's final is going to kick off in just a few moments. And the crowd is really, really filling in behind us. You know, some of them have never seen Ibuki Matsumoto before.
And they're going to remember her name today for sure, because this is how she ended it off. Kickflip frontside nose grind, was in second place and needed a banger to go through in first. And that's exactly what we saw. Look how well she did it.
Perfectly balanced. Literally gives me goosebumps watching that clip right there. Insane.
Such a special moment for skateboarding there.
I gotta say, São Paulo knows how to do skateboard contests. I mean, shout out to all the volunteers and the staff and the fans here today. I mean, there's thousands of people here.
There really are. And you know what else? Shout out to the judges, because that's a thankless task, isn't it? Translating tricks into scores is really hard. But we took a little closer look at that when you met up with one of our judges earlier, Alex.
Joining me today right here is Susan Riekers. Susan Riekers is one of the judges on the panel here today for the finals. Susan, I want to ask you a little bit about this course here. What are the judges looking for particularly here in São Paulo?
Well, in this course, we're particularly looking at the use of the course, technical difficulty, variety. So those are the most three important things for me personally, and of course all the other criteria as well. But definitely use of the park and technical difficulty, yeah.
And you've been judging for a long time. I mean, you're the head judge for the Netherlands as well. So tell me about some of the different events that you've judged and what you've seen out there.
Well, I did a couple of World Skate events, World Championships in Rome, FIS events, and of course, yes, head judging in the Netherlands, which is totally different than just being on a panel and scoring. I would say, like, what I notice is just how many women are out there and performing on such a high level. And yeah, that's amazing to see. That's for me personally. Yeah, I love that.
And actually being International Women's Day today here, Susan Riekers, what is inspiring you most about this next generation of skaters coming up?
What is inspiring me most? I would say the level of skating and for especially for the younger generation, that they have so many role models. That's something I grew up with. I didn't have just a few, but that would be the most inspiring to me, to see that the younger generation have role models right now.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm going to wish you all the best of luck judging on this finals day. Finals action is coming in real hot. Susan, thanks again.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. And there you have it. There is Susan and the rest of the judges getting ready to judge this women's final. Right during that video package, it was like a bullpen opened up, and all the finalists just came ripping onto this course right behind us. Ryan, what have you been noticing about this course? What's standing out for you?
I mean, the course has pretty good flow. It's got some fun-looking bump to rails and A-frame rails, and it's got this big Red Bull hubba that they've put in there that's going to get some good points, I think.
Yeah, what about you, Mark?
Some kind of changes. We haven't seen the big pyramid hip that we saw out in Japan, but there are versions of it. There are items in here that I think are keeping the flow going, some really tight quarter pipes, but what we're seeing is everyone attacking that big section that's behind us right now.
Well, we actually got a course preview as well with Liv Leslie. So let's hear Liv's take on this exciting and dynamic course.
My name's Liv Lovelace. We're here in São Paulo for the World Championships with World Skate, and we're going to do a course preview. Come along and enjoy the ride. It's definitely the biggest Euro gap we've ever skated at one of these contests, which I kind of think's sick. It's more challenging. Sometimes they're like almost too perfect to skate. This one's kind of hard. It's like short and high. So you like have to do your trick properly to be able to skate the Euro gap, which is actually really sick. I also love this little hubba here. I feel like this hubba's sick because, I don't know, sometimes it's always just big. And it's kind of cool to skate something different. Yeah, you're going to see, like, with obstacles like this and even, like, the little bump to bar and, like, the rails, you're going to see tricks that maybe we don't get to usually see in a World Skate contest. Oh, okay, can I add some crazy because no one looks at this but, okay, so when you come to this side of the park, there's a couple sick things. First of all, there's kink rail. We don't usually get to skate kink rails. Every now and again, we get a kink rail. Alright, so right here we got this little ledge. You can kind of go from both sides. And then what I saw, and then when I was watching the men, I saw Tyson, he did a kickflip nose manual. And to me, that's really sick because sometimes at contests people forget about mani skating, and I don't know, I'm a lover of manuals. And then also this hubba here, the little one, the gap to hubba. I feel like that's kind of one of the most challenging things in the park because it's actually so low. So you want to gap like half a meter to it, but then you only want to pop like this high, which is kind of scary. I don't know, maybe me, I don't know if other people are doing this, but I'm kind of like trying to anti-pop in a way. So instead of doing a proper little ollie when I'm going onto it, I'm like, baby ollie, and then I'm chilling. It's going to be interesting to see, like, when we get to best tricks, like, are people going to prefer this, or are they going to jump onto the Rebel hubba that's a bit bigger? I want to see someone wally from this red thing onto that rail. I don't know if I'm going to get to see it, but actually Kieran Woolley pointed this out to me. We want to see someone go wally all the way over and body this rail. If someone does that, my week's going to be made, and I'm going to be one happy human being. I did it!
Well, great course preview from Liv Lovelace. I think she's so funny.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Liv's the best.
Yeah, great course preview. I'm wondering if, that big gap, it's a Euro gap. But this is so big. Is this a Brazil gap? You know, the bump up to the flat? I don't know. Maybe renamed it something more difficult.
Cheeky.
What are your thoughts on the course, though, here?
I mean, I think the course is awesome. I wish I got to skate it.
Yeah.
I think the rail is going to provide for some gnarly tricks. And just all the skaters are incredible.
Yeah, any thoughts after watching that package there about the course?
Well, I think what the course has done is it's given us different names in the final, which has showed that some people have had challenges with it and some people have adapted really well. To get a good cross-section of who can do what, I think it's asked a lot of questions.
I like what you said about adaptation because this is a new format. Now, Ryan, can you break down this new World Skate format?
Yeah, so today in the finals, there's going to be 3 runs, 45 seconds each. Only one's going to count. That's going to be your foundation going into the single tricks. And you get 3 attempts, but you only got to do 1. And it's the finals, so there's no safeties. It's just all or nothing.
Well, and also you only need 1 trick from the trick section, so you get 3 attempts at 1 trick. What does that mean for you if you're skating the competition?
It means all or nothing single tricks. Just go for the glory, no safeties.
Go for the glory, no safeties. It's finals day. It's World Champs Day. Thank you guys so much for joining me down here. I'm going to send you into the booth. Appreciate it. Go on up there and go get ready.
See you around.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be courtside here for a little bit longer as the women's practice is winding down. The crowd has filled in huge. I hope you can hear the screams here. I've been all around the world at skateboard contests, and I do have to say Brazilian fans are the best. Now, Buki Matsumoto, our winner from Kitakyushu, sitting in that #1 ranked spot right now. Never seen a Buki Matsumoto Haisa Liao meetup yet in one of these events, so this is going to be really exciting. Another update on Haisa Liao, she floated through semifinals to get here. Didn't even look like she was in 3rd gear. She loves skating in front of her hometown here. And in São Paulo, during the World Champs for the Super Crown Champs for Street League, she's 4 in a row. She's won 4 in a row World Crown Champs for Street League here in Brazil. So needless to say, she is feeling very, very comfortable here in front of the hometown crowd. There's going to be a couple new faces here also in the women's final. Is that Nisha? She's got that back 50 kickflip out. And despite some rain delays and some weather delays yesterday, we're looking like we are very blessed with a beautiful day for some skateboarding here in São Paulo. Going to be crowning a 2025 World Champ. A little delayed on the World Champ schedule. We had a busy 2025, so we're crowning our World Champ today. One of these lucky women, will be our new Women's Street World Champ. Now there's that overview. The guys are getting situated into the booth here. They're going to be calling all the action. I'm going to be on the sideline here bringing you all the updates as they happen. Just under a minute until first skater drops in. I'm going to toss it over. Mark, Ryan, you guys ready for this?
We are born ready. We are ready for this. I'm so excited to see what we're going to have today. This is going to be one for the books. Let's check out who is on our start list for today's finals. The last few seconds of warm-up. So first rider in, always a hard one, but Nanami Anishi, we know too well, she has definitely got it going on. Really stoked to see Lucy in her first final.
Yeah, I mean, this is awesome for Lucy. This is a milestone for her, and she's going to be trying to make it to the finals from now on out, you know?
Obviously, Haisa Leal in the mix. She had an injury a few days ago. Doesn't seem to be bothering her at all. But it's going to be interesting to see how loud that crowd gets when she drops in, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then Ibuki Matsumoto taking the win out in Japan earlier, at the last part of last year. And there's Chenji getting that last kickflip melon in. We saw The backside 180 version down the stairs, which is such a crazy trick yesterday.
Yeah, she absolutely stomped it too. It was pretty sick.
So you can hear Lucy whipping up the crowd, getting everyone ready. One thing to mention, and I mean, we just felt it just then in the intro, it's warm out there, isn't it, Ryan?
Yeah, it's definitely hot, so these girls are warmed up, that's for sure, but they might be getting close to overheating.
But unfortunately, there are some clouds on their way across. It's going to provide a little bit of respite from the sun. As long as it doesn't rain, we are good. I didn't say the word. I didn't say the R word. There's Thaisa. Always looking confident, isn't she?
Yeah, it's what you got to do when you're up there. You got to have confidence, especially at this stage of the event.
And you were saying earlier, when you used to get through to finals, you would be like, right, job's done. I'm just going to enjoy this. Worst place is 8th.
Yeah, I mean, and you get like special superpowers during practice almost. You have this energy, this, you know, super skate powers that you don't usually get all the time.
So Nanami Anishi, missing the front foot on the kickflip. Do you think that could be first run nerves?
Yeah, it's tough being the first skater to drop in. There's, you know, a little bit of more nerves. You're like, I got to set the tone, and you just came out of practice, and maybe you were feeling good, maybe you weren't, but...
Well, what we see sometimes, people come out gunning on their first run just to put a hard job on the judges and to set the tempo for the rest of the field, right? And get in the minds of everyone else. This is what game I'm playing. You've got to step up to this.
Yeah, for sure. And being the first skater in can also be an advantage, as the fact that she just was practicing and she was just skating. She doesn't have to stand on the deck for 45 seconds, 2 minutes, anything.
Yeah, I heard you say that yesterday. Like sometimes you're straight in from practice. You're the most warmed up person in the field.
Yeah, and that's when you can really just get your first line dialed. But unfortunately, missing that kickflip early on in the line. But
Frontside blunt slide was solid.
Coming back with some tricks, though.
I mean, the judges are looking at execution, and when you hear us talking about execution, what does that mean, Ryan?
It's just how properly, how textbook you did the trick, and that front blunt was a good example at the end there. You know, it was just perfect.
So 38.73 coming through. That's going to set the tone for the rest of our judging as we go over to Lucy Schkunher from France. See it riding with the wrist guards there. Might have a couple of injuries going on, but starting things off with a very, very well executed frontside feeble and a kickflip down the stairs. How important is it to get around the course and hit all the obstacles possible?
I mean, that's part of the game. You're out there and you can't just hit the same obstacle back and forth. It's not exciting to watch, and the judges aren't going to reward you, so it's all about using the course. And just missing that nose grind. But you know, she started off at the rail and then she was going to the gap to hubba, so she knows what to do.
Yeah, you see some people sometimes get caught in areas of the park and they just don't get too far through the competition. Everybody that's using the whole park and getting really difficult tricks done around that run do really well, but that is so difficult.
Yeah, and I mean, every time that you skate one of these events, it's a different course for the most part. So you have to adapt, and trying to use the entire course is part of it, trying to adapt to all the different obstacles on the course as opposed to just a select few that you may like as a skater, you know.
Just falling off that last trick. But what's good about this format, 2 more goes at that.
Yeah, exactly. So she needs to build a good foundation going into the single tricks, and I don't think that was it for her, but she's got 2 more, like you said.
But when it comes down, you haven't made that second run, and it's all on the last one. How do you deal with that pressure?
I don't know. That's a good question. You just got to pretend that it's the first run, or
just
not,
go to confidence land.
Maybe not care and just be like, well, I'm going to do my best and hope for the best, try my hardest.
So Chenji Kui in, looking very solid right now. Best result of 8th in Kitakyushu. You can see why, just reeling off the tricks right now. We were saying earlier, she's growing and getting better and better per inch.
Yeah, she's growing and she's getting stronger, and like that backsmith is incredible. She's popping up super high, and she's just getting that power.
And just becoming a regular in the later parts of our competitions, 4th at the Olympics as well. You know, you don't get 4th for no reason. And I think with Chenji, she's got some different tricks that make her stand out from the rest of the field.
Yeah, of course. I mean, none of the other skaters are doing kickflip grabs. And I mean, it is typically a bit more of a transition trick, but I don't mind seeing it on the streets, especially that backside flip melon we got to see yesterday. I hope we get to see that again.
Well, here it is, kickflip melon. And the frontside blunt slide to start things off. Well, sorry, to finish things off.
Yeah.
If that goes together, I think we're going to see a much better improvement on the score. I think it's going to be pretty low, having seen what's happening on a bail. Can you get through with a bailed run?
I mean, I don't think you can get to the podium with a bailed run. Not today. But
57.92.
You never know.
Yeah. I mean, everybody can fall.
I could say that now and be eating my words later.
Okay, Funa Nakayama up next, dropping in for run number 1 of 3. Got 10th out in Kitakyushu.
Yeah, she's the OG out here. She knows what to do. She's been in this for a while. That was a sick crooked grind. That ledge is not low. So
well, she's the oldest at 20 years old. That tells you how young our field is.
Yeah, and I think as a skateboarder, your window where you really start to progress is between 13 and 18. But there are, you know, there's a lot of skaters that just keep progressing through and through.
You're one of those. Oldest male skater in the field as well.
Nah, I don't know about that. But
there's the frontside board slide to finish it off. Solid run there for Funa. Funa took 1st place at the World Street Skateboarding Rome 2022. We've yet to see her get back to that kind of level. I'd love to see it out here in São Paulo today.
Yeah, and I mean, I know she can start off with a better trick than the front 50 down the hubba, even if it was a 5-0 or a Smith. But she's playing it smart. She's getting a run in, and she's going to build off of that. I think that was definitely like I'm going to get this run in, make sure I got something.
Well, people approach this format differently, don't they? Some people are like, I'm just going to run through and just do the basic run, build the confidence up. Then I know I've got a run in. So then I can meet that with a trick section score.
Right.
Others are like, I'm throwing everything in.
Yeah, I mean, and those ones, if they throw everything in and everything goes right, you know, that's how you're going to guarantee the podium or a better chance at the podium.
Okay, Yuanling Zhu, known for pushing switch skateboarding straight into the big hubba, big backside Smith grind. That's going to feel so good to start the run off with that. Just tapping the truck on the front side nose grind. So what happens when you execute a trick, you don't quite get it, but you still land it right?
I mean, I think that was still, you know, still considered a make, and the judges would score that as still a make, but they would probably give it a small little docking for the execution, because on a frontside nose grind, you're not supposed to let your wheels touch on the way out back of the ledge. So
a big switch frontside 50-50. We walked the course the other night, and it is huge, that rail, as is the hubba. Can you believe that we're seeing such big tricks mid-run, like switch 50-50s?
Yeah, I mean, switch 50-50 is gnarly, and she obviously is going into that ambidextrous realm where, you know, you can just tell by her style how she sets up switch for that switch 50-50. It just really doesn't look like she's, you know, writing with her left hand or riding her board backwards, you know. So it really does not look switch.
And from speaking to Garrett Hill, head judge, he was saying, you know, he's out there skating the course every morning. He loves it. And he was saying that Euro gap's massive. Any girl that flips up that is going to get rewarded really well. So the judges being so educated means that the scoring is going to be very, very accurate. And let's see where it goes. 61.62, big score, sees her straight out in first place.
Yeah, that was a great run.
And now she knows what she needs to do to adjust.
Yeah, and that was her first run, so she's got something in there pretty good. I would say very good, actually. And now she can kind of try to go crazy with 2 more.
Ibuki Matsumoto dropping in for run 1 of 3. Took the win out in Kitakyushu. Starting things off with a kick flip backside lip slide. That got away from her yesterday, and she decided not to include it in the trick section. But seems to be having it back. Big 50-50 up the kinked rail. Also took 3rd out in Rome in 2025, so she knows exactly what it takes to get on that podium. And it's looking so good so far. Her style is really chilled, isn't it?
Honestly, she's one of my favorites, new favorites, you know. She's a little bit of a, I haven't seen her too much, you know.
Yeah, relative newcomer.
Yeah, relatively newcomer.
Solid front side nose grind to finish things off. That was a heavy, heavy run. And dare I say, maybe even holding back a slight bit.
Yeah, I mean, she did start out with that kickflip back lip, though, so, you know, she's going for it. But she is so talented. She could bring out all kinds of stuff. Who knows what she's got.
And I think that's one of the exciting things about Ibuki is we kind of know there's more that she's not letting on to because they're not that consistent tricks yet. And it's very exciting to see what she's got to come. There's that big frontside nose grind to end things off. And the get on there, you've got to have the pop. And I think there's some skaters that were in the lower ranks that just couldn't ollie high enough yet.
Yeah, you got to go fast and you got to ollie high. So it's super intimidating.
Okay, judges sharpening their pencils for that one. Let's see where they go. 61.63 is the one to be. Straight into the sevens, 70.40.
Oh, she's stoked.
Well, as you can hear, the crowd are screaming for our next skater, Raisa Leal. You might want to just notch your volume down at home and not break the speakers because this is just going to get louder and louder the more she lands tricks. I saw there's like huge like towels, banners with Raisa's face on. Like, she is so loved in Brazil.
Yeah, she's a big deal out here for sure. It's cool to see that the Brazilians just love skateboarding so much and just are supporting their skaters.
Well, there's over 8 million skateboarders in Brazil.
Wow.
Over 8 million. That is incredible. But Raisa just missing the backside Smith grind. And it is always quite a surprise to see her fall.
It looks like she just, you know, landed right on her tailbone almost. And that's never fun. That can rattle you a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, you've got to remember, sometimes it's not just about your run being over and the score not coming in. It's about the injury.
It's about skateboarding. A lot of the time is about being tough and being able to get up after a fall like that and muscle through and get the rest of the contest done.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what separates the people who are consistently champions to the ones who have, you know, make it here and there every once in a while.
Okay, next rider up, Olympic champion Koko Yoshizawa, looking very, very composed, but just waiting maybe for Raisa to just move off the course. Her skateboard's still on course, I've just been told. So relatively low score out in Kitakyushu, 17th, but back on form out here in Sao Paulo. Oh, missing the crooked grind there. The curse of the commentator. Getting straight back in. Frontside, blunt slide, shove it. That's a way to get back in the game for sure. Really good feeling trick, and it's things like the front blunt shove it's. We used to see just the front blunt. Everything's getting spiced up in the finals. Frontside feeble on the A-frame rail.
Holding on. Got a little wobbly, it looked like the truck on the rail there. Did you see that?
Yeah, a little bit of a wobble. This one's after time. Big spin, frontside board slide. Picture perfect right there. But as soon as you have that fall, it's so hard to get back on your time. You know, you guys are all timing your runs so accurately that you're finishing on the buzzer. One fall, and that timing's out, right?
Well, one fall usually leads to kind of like 2 misses because the last trick will be after time. So super frustrating to have that happen, and you have to like extremely hustle if you want to try to get that other one in. Maybe even skip another, I don't know. So it's just tough.
Yeah, really tough. So waiting for that score to come through. We know it's not going to be as good as it can be, but with 2 more runs in this section, still all good. You can see our judges up there, headed up by Garrett Hill, Corey Duffel up there.
Yeah.
And we had a chat with Susan earlier.
And Coco is really good under pressure, so I'm confident that she's going to get one of these runs here
And
soon.
she excels in the trick section as well. I mean, special move, big flip front board. You know, that's a big money trick, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. When I started to see the girls doing big spin front board, mainly Coco, I was like, I wonder when they're going to do big flip front board, and then she brought it out pretty much right as I asked that.
Nanami Anishi back in, starting things off with a backside lip slide. Do you like to start your run with something that feels really good so that it kind of settles you in?
Yeah, that's definitely a good way to get your confidence going, is just doing something that you can do almost with your eyes closed, just super mellow, and something that you feel confident with and feels good for you as a skater.
A little backside 5-0 on the A-frame. A lot of risk in that one. You've got to get that pinch right.
Yeah, she knows how to do the pinch on the back truck for sure.
Last 5 seconds coming into the rail. Frontside nose grind. All the style for every mile on that one.
I love the excitement after she does her runs.
It's great to see, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
She's got that backside 50-50 kickflip out as well.
Yes.
We saw it out in Kitakyushu, so we know what we're in for. We saw her do it yesterday. I would like to see her step up to that big rail that we're seeing on the nose grind right now, but it's pretty short for the height it is.
Yeah, I think she wants to. It's going to be a challenge for her because the rail is fairly tall and short, so to get up into the backside 50-50, set your feet up and flick out is going to be tough. I hope she can pull it off, though. That would be cool.
Eyes locked on that scoreboard, waiting for it to come through. 38.73 on the board already. That's going to take the pressure off on run number 3 to get the full pull. I think she's saying, come on, show me.
Yeah, waiting for the scores like that is kind of nerve-wracking when you're the skater.
Well, it kind of gauges what you're going to need to do in the trick section a little bit, but do you ever deviate away from the plan? 59.13 there. Like if you've got a set of tricks that you're going to try.
Usually in the finals, you don't deviate from the plan.
Right.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, Lucy Schoonhair back in. Oh, missing that frontside feeble. That is a classic one there. I think first finals, dropping in, it's going to be nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But she's done enough. She should go home with her head held high. I know it's not over yet, but she's done enough. Like you said earlier, worst thing, 8th place. That's great.
Yeah, that's still a great showing. So making it to the finals in this event is a win in itself. And she's getting some good points for her standings. So she can't be disappointed. She's just got to try her best for all the rest of her runs and single tricks.
Back round 2, China's Chenji Kui. Team China are really stepping things up at the moment. Building loads of parks all across the country, and they've imported some great coaches as well, haven't they?
They definitely have. And they have sneaky, like, probably the best skate spots in the world.
Yeah, that's the thing, and half of them haven't ever been seen yet.
Yeah.
So kickflip back lip, stepping it up, coming in for the big kickflip melon. Just giving it a tickle there, but it is a make. Down to the last 6 seconds. That rainbow rail is a really weird thing, isn't it? Like, I don't think you can approach that like a normal rail, can you?
No, it's, I mean, and so that's one of the things too. It's, these girls are skating and practicing for these events, but there's probably not a rainbow rail that is anything like that. So she is able to adapt to that rail and land that backsmith every time, and that is impressive.
Well, it's really high in the middle, so you've got to have the pop. The kickers are quite steep, so that's going to help, but I think the challenge with it is coming off the end of it.
It comes off super low and steep and into the little bank, and you're landing like almost half in the bank and half on the flat bottom, so tricky spot.
So we're taking it back to Funa Nakayama. Currently,
look how loose her trucks are right there.
57.70. No, I didn't see it.
They're just wobbling around. It's unbelievable.
Straight in towards that big hubba, frontside 50-50 to start things off. I really like this different approach, doing the crooked grind in. See that big smile as she rode away, like, oh, I thought that was going to fall off that. Bringing it over to the A-frame. And what do you think it is with Team Japan that sees them excelling in competitions, Ryan? I feel like they're really, really focused, maybe approaching things from a different direction. Like Team Japan just have got something going on that we've not really seen elsewhere since the Brazilians came to Europe in the 90s, the mid-90s, and dominated all of the competitions. They changed it. They were like, we're hustling, we come here to win. Whereas before it was a little bit like, yeah, we're just hanging out at the competitions. And it was like cool guy thing. But we're seeing kind of a resurgence of that with Team Japan.
Yeah, Team Japan, I think they're all internally super competitive towards each other, but in a super fun, happy way.
Yeah.
And they're all pushing each other so much that it's also pushing everybody else in the world. So they're kind of leading the way there.
So staying with that first run score, 57.70. Last chance now for her to improve that on her next run. Yuanling Zhu, be interested to see if she's going to change up any of the run. Had a very good run with a 61.62 on the board. Oh, missing that.
Looked like she was trying to flick 50 that thing.
Yeah, maybe.
That would have been a really nice start to the run.
I mean, I think that would have definitely been changing up that score for sure.
Yeah.
But continuing through, 25 seconds on the clock. Just missing the kickflip up. That shows just how big that Euro gap is. Like you were saying, maybe it's the Brazilian gap.
Yeah, that's the South America gap.
Last few seconds. Switch 50-50. As easy as that. Okay, time up. We'll be staying with that 61.62. It's going to come down to that last run if she wants to upgrade. But I think with the 61.62, that is still doable. You know, in second at the moment, but plenty of unlanded runs still to come.
Yeah.
Or plenty of people in the field that haven't landed a run yet. So Buki Matsumoto absolutely blew our minds out in Japan last year. And looking on that same form today here in Sao Paulo. Much better kickflip backside lip slide. Truck was a little bit closer to the rail, but better execution, I'd say. As is the frontside 50-50, arms by the side. Yeah, Garrett Hill style.
Yeah, she's taking a Antoine Dixon page out of his book.
The back Smith, crooked grind. I mean, it just looks like she knows she's already landed the trick and on to the next one. Do you know what I mean? Just so confident, so chilled. Oh, just missed that one. But there's the upgrade to the run.
Yeah, she's already got a really good score.
This one's after time. Frontside 50-50 to end things off. I think if that kickflip front board had happened, maybe we would have seen something different on the hubba, or maybe we'd have just seen the frontside nose grind again.
Yeah. I don't know.
40.05 coming through, staying with that 70.40. As we take it back to Brazil's Raíssa Leal. See her just going through some few bits, rocking a beat as well. How important is it to you to get a good track on while you're skating, whether it's by the DJ or in your earphones?
It's pretty important, at least for me, right before I drop in, that it's something good. But once I drop in and I do my first trick, I don't hear anything. It's kind of like I go deaf.
Right, just in the zone.
I think that happens to some of these skaters too, but she has her earbuds in and she's jamming to something and just feeling the flow.
Well, home of the samba, just all about feeling it. Oh, Suski down the little fun hubba. And even with her pushes, you can see her style coming across. There's the nose blunt slide. You saw as she was riding up towards that, took a really deep breath in.
And that's
just
something.
centered herself.
That's something that you, in these events, you really have to focus on breathing. And I would actually plan out, okay, I'm going to breathe right here when I get up on top of the deck. Or I'm going to breathe when I'm pushing here. And I don't know if she has to think about it. It's probably automatic. But it is a thing.
Yeah. Well, you're pushing your body to the limits.
I think it also calms you in a way if you can do it right.
Well, you get that oxygen into your bloodstream, stop yourself cramping up, and
yeah, you need it.
It's an essential part of it. Here's the backside Smith grind that we saw.
So poked.
To finish off.
Absolute perfection.
Well, she lands bolts on pretty much every single trick, and that's both feet directly above the trucks. It's the ultimate way to land a trick, really, unless you're setting up for something else. But yeah, this is going to be a big one. 63.71. Still just underneath, well, quite far underneath Ibuki. Koko Yoshizawa knows what she needs to do right here. Needs to focus, get that full rundown. And starting off with the backside Smith grind, looking very, very comfortable.
Oh, just unlocking from that crooked grind for a second.
When you turn up at any kind of spot, but especially a competition like this, have you planned out a run in your head just because?
I mean, a lot of times they'll give us the course renderings and you can kind of look at that and go, oh yeah, this might work, that would be good. And so yeah, I mean, it helps to have that because the practices in these are relatively short and spaced out. So definitely, if you can, but it doesn't always work.
Coming down to the last trick, big spin front board. I love how close she gets her back truck on those. Yeah. Does the big spin front board, but the majority of her board is on the other side of the rail. It's so, so good.
Yeah, the way that she does that probably feels really good.
Getting a really decent length grind in on the backside Smith grind to start things off, but if anything's going to hurt her, it'll be that crooked grind that slips into the nose slide. But check that out, right up by the truck, so good.
Yeah, and that just gives her more stability on the rail and it allows her to come out off the rail easier.
Shout out to Eric Ellington bringing that to the world pretty much, single-handedly. So 36.19, higher. That's certainly going to be going in the bin. 65.47 sees her jump up ahead of Raíssa Leal. And I think what's going to be going on with Raíssa now, she's just going to go, okay, right, I want to be way ahead. And she's a competitive skater, isn't she?
Yeah, and she's got tricks that are really consistent that are probably a little bit scary for her, but as soon as she decides that she's going to turn it on, I bet she's going to land them.
And she's got a really good flip trick game as well. As we saw in the trick section yesterday, just threw out 360 flip down the big stair set. And I would like to see that as one of the single tricks today.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
Nanami straight in with the backside lip slide. This is third and final runs before we go over to the trick section. Front side blunt slide. Sitting in that 5th place position, going to want to increase that score. Needs that full pull. Wow.
Oh, trying to put it in her run right there.
That's a big deal, but let's talk about that repetition rule. If you put that in the run section and you do it in the trick section, is that going to hurt you or is that going to be okay?
No, it would hurt her a little bit if she did do that as a single trick. So even if it wasn't on the same obstacle. So, I mean, she must have other tricks that she's planning on doing.
That was what I was just about to say. Yeah. So that means there may be some other tricks that we're going to see, but that she can now step back to that because that wasn't a make on the last.
Right, that's true. So unless you land that trick in your run.
Okay, Lucy has got 2 bailed runs. Last chance to get it done. I would love to see Lucy finish right up the top of the heat.
Yeah, come on, Lucy, get this.
Eyeing up the handrail, straight into the frontside feeble, not making that mistake twice. Looking much more comfortable now, shaking off those nerves, little backside tail still to turn things around. And that's something I like to see, people using those quarter pipes, because it's all scored.
Yeah, and a back tail, I mean, she could have messed up that back tail just like any other trick on the course. So, you know, the judges know that, and she's going to get rewarded for all those little tricks everywhere.
Gap out, front side nose grind. What's interesting, not many people hitting that gap to hubba. Lucy stepping away from the pack and saying, no, I'm going to get on this obstacle.
Yeah, and we heard Liv talk about it. That hubba is hard for them to skate. You know, it comes off steep, and it's low to get on, so you've got to almost pop down to it. But that was a great run.
Yeah, getting the full run that she needed. High five from Charlotte Him, coach, former Olympian. Starting off with the front feeble. And I think once she got the kickflip down the small stairs, everything sort of linked together there. Getting the first 2 tricks in, did really well to hold on to that. But the front side nose grind, just a little touch.
Tiny wheel touch.
And I think, let's check the scores. I mean, the judges are being pretty critical today.
Unless they saw the replay.
Well, let's hope they didn't just watch this one, yeah. So Lucy's looking to get rid of that 33.82.
And I think that's going to get higher than her runs.
Team France are doing so well and always have done. Some of the most stylish skaters in the world, some of the biggest names in the world getting things done. And Lucy is rapidly becoming one of those as well.
Yeah, and she's got a lot of awesome people in her corner, like Charlotte, you know, helping her get out street skating and doing everything. Just
so 61.15, sitting middle of the pack with our next rider, Chenji Kui. Backside lip slide to start things off. Almost you can see the way she ollied into that then, she was really, I'm on this, I'm doing this. And I'd like to see that confidence. It's funny how you can almost see someone land something before they've even taken off.
Yeah, she looks really focused right here.
Going for that gap over the A-frame landing with the kickflip melon. Side Smith grind. So Ryan, what would you say to someone who's looking to get into competitive skateboarding? How do they go about it?
I mean, go to your local skate park, skate shop, see what's going on. Maybe they're having a little event. You can go, you know, try out your your skills against some of your locals, and keep moving up from there, you know.
Yeah, it might seem intimidating, but your local skate shop is the hub to the scene and get involved, and
exactly,
you know, so friendly. Chenji getting that frontside blunt slide, slipping it round on the hands. I think that's going to be too much of an ask, isn't it? The rule is, if you wouldn't have made it, you know, if your hands have made you do that trick and right away, then it's not a mate. 51.48 coming through. That's going to be a big ask in the trick section to be able to get on that podium, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Funa Nakayama, we know she's got what it takes to take a win.
And her trucks are finger tightness, so it must be for the front crooks, you know?
Yeah, must be for that pinch.
Yeah, probably makes it
Straight
easier.
into the hubba, frontside 50-50. Oh, missing it. I think that's what she thought she was going to do last run. But 32 seconds left on the clock. Funa's currently in 4th. Sorry, 7th there.
Yeah.
Front blunt, big spin, and it's the tricks like that that set her apart. You know, blunt slide, big spin was an NBD down the rail in for Chloe Covell in Japan. And I think what people do is they see what were done on the last competition, how well it was scored, what impact it had on the competition, and they go home and start training it.
Yeah, and I mean, that's one way to do it. And then there's the other way to do it is figure out your own trick, go test it in the contest, see what it's going to score, and hopefully it works. But, you know, the coaches are also there to help these guys and girls. And so
you can see the disappointment on her face there. Yuanling Zhu, 4th place, 61.62. So got the full pull on run number 1. Needs a slight upgrade, I feel, just to get a little bit ahead of Rahisa, knowing that she could. Wow. She was trying to flip into it last time. Kickflip 50 or 50, but that is way up there. You can see her just holding on to her wrist. Got the wrist guard on there.
she was really trying to step up that run by flipping onto that big hubba. I was kind of hoping that she would maybe just, start out with the backsmith, keep it all going, and then go back to where she did the switch 50-50 and maybe do a different switch trick, because not that I'm asking for the switch nose grind necessarily, but I don't know, maybe she could, switch lip or something.
Yeah.
If she could figure out something like that, it would really help her stand out.
I'm sure that's in her trick repertoire. All smile still, just holding that wrist. And I mean, I've said it time and time before, as a skateboarder, you're either just about to get hurt or just getting over an injury, it seems sometimes.
Yeah, so everybody in these competitions, they're tough as nails. They've taken gnarly slams, get back up, land the trick, and then wait for the pain to set in.
See Ibuki just visualizing some tricks. Is that something you do? Sort of just picture yourself landing it, almost pre-land it?
That is absolutely key. And, if your mind can do it, you can do it. So it's convincing your brain that you can do it, and then your body's going to follow.
I had that years ago. I had a dream about a trick, and then I learned it the next day because I could already picture myself doing it.
Yeah, I had a dream that I nollied El Toro, and then I went and did it.
Is that a fact? Wow.
It was actually a nightmare.
In your dreams, literally.
It was a nightmare in my dreams because there was no filmer.
Anyway, back to the skateboarding. Less about you, Ryan.
Yeah, no,
I'm
sorry.
kidding.
But yeah, no.
Ibuki absolutely smashing it, getting the kickflip frontside board slide that time. Needs to get this one in there, and I think she's just going to be stamping authority on the course. Already in the first place position. Was she shaking her head then, or was she just like, I did it?
I think she might have wanted more. And just sometimes when you're in the moment, you're planning to do something harder, and everything just happens so fast that you just kind of end up doing what you already did or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're in these competitions, time stands still, and it also just goes by in the snap of a finger. So,
well, what's an amazing thing with skateboarding? You could be halfway through a trick, like a flip trick, and you can wait for your board to flip round when it hasn't. It's almost like you control time for just a little bit. And same in some things, when you need to make a slight adjustment with your upper body or something, you can almost slow time down. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, upgrade there, 73.26. Thais just having a little walk around, having a hike on the course, just check out what's going on that flat. I think she's feeling the grip, maybe. I think there's been a little bit of a spillage on the platform, and wet grip tape is no fun. Although it's been raining quite a lot where you are, Ryan, so you just have to go out skating in the rain, right?
No. I'm not living where you're at.
It's been a brutal English winter this year. So we've got another 45 seconds on the clock. Run 3 of 3, currently in third place, Raisa Leal. Raisa likes to finish this section in first, doesn't she? And I feel like we're going to see something now.
I mean, if she can, that's going to be smart.
There's a crooked grind to start things off. I mean, she's going to need something special because Ibuki's got a 10-point lead at the moment. Such a solid kickflip. Got a really good flick off the nose. Good control of the board. Backside Smith grind. It's looking very, very confident. But how much do you think the crowd is helping her out there?
I mean, the crowd is just, every single trick is roaring, so she just gets that extra juice.
Making that nose blunt slide look really, really easy. Undefeated on home turf. Oh, wow. Missing the front side blunt slide. And showing a bit of frustration there. Maybe that huge lead that Ibuki's got might be in her brain a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, Ibuki came out swinging with the kickflip backflip, and I know Raisa could do that if she wanted to, but it wasn't in the cards for that run.
Locking that Suski grind in. There's the front side blunt slide, and just didn't stand up on it enough.
And I see a lot of the girls, it's like they're getting into the front blunt good, and it's just they're not making the full 90-degree turn out.
I mean, it's quite high to get onto, isn't it? And
yeah,
maybe that's playing a little bit to that. Okay, Koko Yoshizawa up next. Run 3 of 3. 65.47, looking really comfortable in second place, but everybody's trying to catch Ibuki Matsumoto right now. Oh, okay. There's the upgrade. Big spinner out of the nose slide. See, as she rode away, like, whoa, that was close to a fall. Oh, and getting the front blunt, shove it out. A little bit of a sketchy landing, but I don't think she's going to get docked too much for that.
Yeah, and that big spin and the shove it out are risky tricks.
Back 50-50, kickflip over the bank to bank. Coming down to that last 10 seconds on the front side feeble, looking really, really comfortable on her board right now. Gonna have to hustle to get this one on time. Big spin front board.
It sounded
I think
like
it was after time.
Yeah, it sounded like it was after.
We'll get confirmation of that. Yeah, I've just had confirmation that was after time, but it's still a full pull. But will it be up there? I mean, there are some upgrades. The nose slide big spin, the front blunt shove it.
Yeah.
Could be a slight improvement. A little bit of a toe drag on that one. Execution-wise wasn't great, but trick upgrade nonetheless. Solid kick flip. But I feel like if that was sharp edges there, she might have hung up. And the judges are eagle-eyed.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of cool how they didn't put the sharp edges on it for once. I mean, it's a little bit less deadly if you were to hit a rock before it or something like that.
I mean, that kind of obstacle, you're laying on the floor wondering how you got there before you know it. So, runs have gone through. And we're going to throw it down to Alex White with a special guest.
Hey guys, I'm down here with none other than Leticia Buffoni. Leticia, we were just checking the scores here too. You know, if you were in Raisa's position right now, what would you do?
I mean, Raisa, she's a really good competitor. She knows what to do. I feel like better than I do. So I feel like she's saving it for the tricks, and she got a lot of tricks, so I'm not worried about it.
As a former Olympian, and now with this new format, right, you know, the 3-2-3, is there anything that in your skating career you would have been like, oh, I like this, or maybe, you know, was it tough for you? What do you think about that?
I always love runs, so I feel like this format, it's really good. I wish I was skating this format because I feel like it's better than the old one, and it just gives you more chance, you know, and making the run counts and giving you 3 opportunities to get a good score in runs. It's amazing.
Yeah, you really were talented at the runs here. And this crowd here, skating in front of São Paulo, what is that like for you guys?
I feel like skating in our hometown, it's way harder than skating anywhere else because you feel the pressure, you know. Everyone really wants you to win, and you just want to do good, and it's tough. Like, I don't want to be in Raisa's shoes right now because I know the pressure she's feeling.
So with the pressure she's feeling, would you give her any advice right now going into the best trick?
Man, I would just stick to your tricks. Don't let the crowd or like anything around you get your head, and just land your tricks.
You gonna stick around all day and watch all the action?
Oh yeah, I'm here all day, every day.
Thank you so much for joining us, Leticia. Good to see you. Back to you guys.
Great insights there from Leticia. Be great to see her get a rundown. Get on the course and get involved. Here's our current standings. You see, way out in first place, we have Ibuki Matsumoto. And then everybody else chasing that big score. Koko Yoshizawa and Raisa Leal. Yuan Ling, yet to really step up to that next level, but the next section of the competition is where she shines. And stoked to see Lucy, mid-pack, 5th place, 61.15.
Yeah, that's awesome for her.
So you see our stands are absolutely packed out here in São Paulo, Brazil. Just the last few seconds of practice. How important is it to just cruise around the course, keep your muscles moving? And you were saying the other day, don't necessarily go for your hardest tricks, just be out there and move around. Yeah,
but also in this heat, you might want to even go over to the coach and get like an ice pack or something to cool down. It kind of depends what you've been up to in the last couple minutes, or you know, if you need to warm up a little more, try more tricks, or if you need to, you know, you're too hot, you've been in the sun for too long, and you need to cool down so that your core temperature can come down, and then you can just feel normal again, almost, you know.
And at this point, when you move on to a different part of the competition, is there anything you kind of do to reset your mind if you've not quite got the run you wanted?
Sometimes it gets in your head a little bit if you don't have the run you wanted, and you start to think of other tricks that you might be able to do to get higher scores.
Wow. First go, Nanami Anishi, backside 50-50, kickflip out. Take us through that trick, Ryan, because you've got to get your trucks in a certain position to be able to do it.
Yeah, so you got to ollie into the back 50, and you got to have your, in her case being regular, you got to have your back left wheel locked in against the rail, and wow, just to get the pop out, perfectly executed flip out of that. She also just ollies in and just has her foot in the kickflip position once she gets on the rail, so she needs to ollie up, and as she's putting her foot on the rail, she needs to move it quarter of an inch, half an inch, whatever it need be, to get it ready for the kickflip out.
Well, we're going to get our first trick score of the competition to go with a run score. 59.13. It needs to be big, doesn't it? And you can see Team Japan, they log everything. They know what kind of scores come through. But from speaking to Garrett Hill earlier in the week, he said they've rewritten the trick ledger. So what scores have come for what tricks 3 times since they got to Brazil at that point. So they are lowering some of the scores that people know about and asking a lot more. They're talking about progression. They want to push progression, see what the limits are. And I think that's great for skateboarding. They're just saying, no, you need to step up. You can't keep coming doing the same thing and getting the same score.
Yeah, and that's so gnarly as a skateboarder, to have to find new tricks or learn them, and because you get this muscle memory for the ones that you're real comfortable at, and it just becomes second nature to, boom, nail that trick. And I mean, we haven't really seen this until the last one in Kita Kyushu, I believe. So she's doing what the judges want. I mean, I don't think the judges can expect a new trick every contest. I think that might be a little bit excessive, but
variations and doing things on different obstacles as well. So 76.80, they're looking very, very happy with that, and that sees her up in first place with 135.93 on the board. We're on to Lucy Schoenherr, first trick up on that big section, so we know she's going towards the rail or the big hubba or the gap to hubba. Coming into the rail. Oh, the stair set, big kickflip. She did such a good kickflip down there yesterday, didn't she?
It was an awesome kickflip, nice back foot catch. And that thing is pretty long. You could see she had to roll in on the quarter pipe for a little bit extra speed.
Well, that was one thing we were shocked on when we stood at the top of those stairs. We're like, wait, these are actually way longer than they look.
Yeah, it's a legit gap.
Okay, Chenji in for trick number one.
Oh.
Wow, going kickflip, back 780 melon down the stairs.
Just a little bit under-rotated there, making it not right away. Probably got a little bit of wheel bite, which for those that don't know is when your wheel rubs against the bottom of the board and pulls the e-brake for you.
Yeah. You see some people waxing up their wheel wells to combat that sometimes.
Yeah, that really helps a lot.
So Funa Nakayama up on the big section, coming in towards the gap to hubba. Back nose block, first go.
Yes.
Not messing around out here. That was incredible. First go, Ryan.
That's why Funa's the OG.
Got a decent slide on that.
And that is one of, if not the most stylish tricks in skateboarding, and the way that she did that.
It's a grail trick, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's like something everyone aspires to do.
Exactly.
That was ridiculous. All smiles. I think this score's going to be way up there, and with a 57.70, she needs the biggest trick she can do.
Yeah, she does. And I mean, that one's, I mean, she's been doing it for a little bit, but I think, is she the only one doing that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, she's the only one doing that trick. She's the only one really doing the front side crooked grinds. So, yeah, great score there.
Huge score, 82.67, sees her on 140.37. As we take it over to Yuangling Zhu. I think I know what we're in for here. I'd like to see it first go, get it out of the way, only so that we can see what the rest of her trick bag is, Ryan, because I'm so excited. So coming in, switch, frontside nose grind. Oh, not.
Taking a gnarly slam there.
But
ouch,
just absorbing it and getting up. I mean, that's so gnarly.
That is what makes that trick gnarly, is that exact kind of bail. And I mean, I hope she hasn't done that too many times before, but she is definitely tough. Hope she's all right, not hurting too bad.
So right now, with such a lead, Ibuki is looking very comfortable, but there is a chance she could not get 3 tricks in, but that is out of the window now with the kickflip frontside board slide, Ryan.
Yeah, she just has that fundamental kickflip so wired that it makes the kickflip front board just kind of like a walk in the park for her, and that's going to be a pretty good score. She did that yesterday. She should have a pretty good idea of what she's going to get from the judges.
We were having a chat about having a coach the other day, and when you're in a certain position, like Ibuki is with such a good run score, she might not need to do her hardest tricks to win. And sometimes you just need to be told, like, hey, you're in a really good position. Don't put so much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
79.73 coming through, 152.99 on the board for Ibuki Matsumoto as we take it over to trick number 1 for Raisa Leal. See the crowd going absolutely wild for her there. Look at that backdrop. Straight into the handrail, kickflip frontside board slide.
Oh, wow.
We saw this before. When there's a skater who knows that they can do a trick that someone else has done, they know what kind of scores coming in, they know what the judges are rewarding things for, and they go, yeah, if I do that, that's going to see me in this kind of position and give me a buffer to try two others.
Yeah, and this is the kickflip frontside board slide is also, wow, so perfectly executed, but it's also a bit of a staple move for the men and the women. You see the men doing it at the start of their lines sometimes in qualification heats, and you know, these girls have got it dialed also, so awesome to see.
Got Roger Mancha there. Yeah, his restaurant the other night, it was absolutely delicious.
Nice, I gotta
So
check that out.
79.83 sees Haisa now in second place and closing that gap, but still a long way to go to be able to catch up with Ibuki. Koko Yoshizawa dropping in trick number 1 of 3. Kickflip front board, yeah, the pattern is appearing.
Yeah.
But when you see a good score come through, why wouldn't you?
And
if you know you can do it.
Those were all extremely flawless kickflip front boards. It's like...
Execution was spot on, and because of that higher run score, you're going to see her stepping up above Haisa, no doubt.
Right.
And I mean, that then shows you just how important that run score is. So we know what kind of scores coming in, 79.55, and a couple of points ahead there of Haisa Liao, and in second place. Koko's got to be very happy with that. So, Nanami Onishi already got one in the bag, 76.80. She's currently in 5th place, got 2 attempts at something else. I wonder if she's going to take that trick to the rail. But it would be repetition. Yes, she is.
She wants, yeah, she wants to.
So, how do you think that would happen? Because what the judges would do would go, okay, if she hadn't already done that trick, it would be this. We then need to notch that back. But it might not be that much, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That's like a really tough judging call right there, because there are a lot of rules about repetition. If I was her, or if I was coaching her, I would try to steer her in the direction of another trick.
Lucy getting the kickflip done. Bit of a power slide on the landing there, but a solid one.
Yeah, it was nice. She's got a good back foot catch on those. And she's got to be stoked.
Yeah, to get a trick landed in this section against such a heavy field, it's so difficult, especially when it's your first finals. Almost looked like she was shocked to have rode away, like, oh, I've done it.
She landed a little bit on the heels. It could have slipped out, but, you know, she got her wheels gave her the grip to ride away.
That sees her back into the 5th place position, 76.16 coming through, total score of 137.31. Okay, Chenji Kui up the top of the big section, looking to go for the backside 180 kickflip melon, we've seen already in qualifiers, getting a solid landing on that one.
Nice.
Do you think reverting it round towards the end would hurt her too much and not just riding it away fakey? Do you think the judges are happy with a solid landing?
I think she was under enough control. Let's just see. Hopefully they show us here. Yeah, I think she was under enough control where if she wanted to, she could have just kept riding. Switch.
Good catch on that. Grabbing the board, taking it 180. Is on the board right now, 84.89. Sees her in 6th place, 136.37.
Wow, that was a nice score for that trick.
Yeah, I thought it would have been lower. It seems quite high for that trick, but I mean, I think that goes down to perfect execution and stepping away from what other people are doing on the course as well. Funa, frontside tail side, going big spin.
is crazy. On that steep hubba, she's got to really whip that big spin out of there.
Yeah, there's not much time in the tail slide, is there, to get ready?
Or time coming off, you know, in the air.
Yuanling Zhu up next. Trick attempt 2 of 3. Currently in that last place position. Needs to get a trick on the board and coming in switch. Going for the switch frontside nose grind. Had the big slam. How hard is it to go back to a trick that just served you a plate of meat?
Dude, that takes some guts.
Yeah.
Like, that is just guts, and she's gnarly, and she's tough, and mucho respect right there.
It's amazing to see.
Yeah. Just for going, hopefully she's going to try it again, hopefully, and I hope she gets it.
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
I'd love to see the third go, Joe, on that one.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tall rail. Like, this is more comparable to a real street handrail.
Okay, Ibuki Matsumoto, kickflip frontside 50-50. No messing around. That ledge is very high, and to kickflip frontside 50-50 on it, I mean, backside would be hard enough, but frontside, you've really got to get your board out of the way and over the ledge.
Yeah, so her back truck didn't really get on. I think, you know, it's hard when you're doing a kickflip frontside 50-50. You have to do a little bit of a frontside flip up to it, and I think she didn't have enough of a frontside flip going up, didn't pop it high enough, or wasn't going fast enough. So those are the 3 things that she may have been doing wrong on that attempt.
Okay, Haisa Leal asking the crowd to make more noise than they're already doing.
Yeah.
She's coming in towards the handrail. Kickflip, frontside, blunt slide. That is what she needs. If she wants to get anywhere near Ibuki Matsumoto, especially now she's trying that kickflip frontside 50-50, it's going to take something like a kickflip frontside, blunt slide, and there's no one else out there doing that one.
No, and she can do it. She has done it. So it's there. She almost locked in on that one, and the pressure's on, though, now.
Yeah. Okay. Koko Yoshizawa, trick 2 of 3. 145.02 and sitting in second place. Looking to upgrade that. Big spin, front board, shove it. We've seen it from her before.
Yeah.
And I guess she's saying, okay, I'm going to be around this realm on that score.
And that's such a cool trick. Like,
completes the full rotation.
Yeah, it hasn't. I feel like that trick hasn't even been around for that long in skateboarding. So for her to be doing that is awesome.
So
just shows the progression.
Last tricks, Nanami Onishi eyeing up that handrail. Wow! Backside 50-50, kickflip out on the big rail. There's no time to get that done.
Wow, we need to see that super, super slow-mo replay to watch how she got her feet in the right place so quickly.
So, Ollie's up, backside 50-50, foot in position straight away, like you say, Ryan.
Wow, a little tiny just shift in the air right there. And then
caught that all boned as well.
Yeah,
looks so good.
And the crowd is mind blown.
I mean, we've got a very educated crowd out here, haven't we?
Yeah.
They know exactly what's what. That was incredible. 87.23 sees Nanami now in second place. 146.37, and she's taking a bow. The face of concentration there from Lucy Schoonhaar. Needs an 83.88 for third. Rolling in, coming towards that stair set.
Oh, she
pressure
had
flip.
it. Yeah, she had it. And then when she kicked it out, it almost late flipped.
So the crowd saying well done anyway. So she should be to get through to finals. Chenji, where's she going to go? I can't predict what she's going to do here.
I don't know.
Coming in towards the handrail. Kickflip backside lip slide. Not happening. Sustain with that 136.37. Okay, Funa Nakayama knows what it takes to come out in the top spot, take that gold medal. Let's see where she's going towards that hubble edge. Do you know what? is that even possible? You've got to be able to, you've almost got to get out of it the minute you get into it, and then the height to get the spin out to land is really difficult.
Yeah, I'm sure it's possible. It's just not going to be easy on that. I think she would probably have a better chance at doing it on the big Red Bull hubba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, last attempt for Yuanling Zhu. We know she's got it. Just couldn't get it together today, but after that slam on the first attempt, going back to that, massive respect to her.
Yeah, massive respect. Just get up and keep trying it. We know she could do it. It's just not her day today for it, I guess.
Okay, Buki Matsumoto, 152.99. Raisa still has a chance to take her off that podium. The gap has closed, but could it be enough? She wants to try and secure that lead with this last trick. Kickflip frontside 50-50 and done pretty much perfect.
There we go. Got the back truck up on there that time.
So check this out. Kickflip, landing both trucks on. Little bit squifty on the landing there, but holding it in with the back foot.
Yeah, almost not enough of a frontside flip to get up the way that she wanted to, but, you know, she got on there. She relied on the front truck to stay locked in nicely, and
I mean, that trick was so rad, it pixelated the camera.
I don't think the judges are going to do much of any kind of docking for the lock-in or anything, because she was fully locked in. So.
83.33 sees her on 156.59. Raisa Leal, I think, is the only person that could take that away, but needs to increase and get this last trick done to be in with a chance of getting on that podium. So 92.89 for first. That is a huge score, but 81.32 for third. That's certainly in reach, but we know Raisa's got some of the biggest scoring tricks in her trick bag. It wouldn't surprise me if she got a 92.89.
She can do it. Kickflip front blunt is going to be a high score, no doubt about that.
It's going to be a huge score. And asking for the crowd to get behind her again. Oh, couldn't quite get it done. Landed on that knee.
Oh.
We'll get the medical team over there to check her out, but Raisa will be finishing it on 143.54. And maybe a bit of relief there for Ibuki.
Yeah, I hope that's not the same knee that she hurt earlier.
Yeah, has been having a little bit of trouble with her knee. See there? Nothing but respect for everyone on the platform out there. You know what? That's something so special to skateboarding. Even the person that takes you out of the competition, you're going up and shaking their hand and saying, well done, mate, that was so good.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, everybody's playing a game against themselves and just battling the tricks, you know.
Huge crowd out here in São Paulo. Also, when someone falls, everybody else is concerned for them. They know everybody's gone through it. You don't get good at skateboarding by not getting hurt.
Yeah,
it is
for sure.
part of it. As Raisa makes her way off the course. Choosing to walk, not take the wheelchair. Get well soon, Raisa. I'm sure she will, and be back blowing minds very, very soon. And getting taken off there by Leticia Buffoni. Okay, back to Koko Yoshizawa, currently in third place, 145.02, and the very last athlete to drop, asking for the crowd to get behind her. 79.55, looking to improve that. It is doable to be able to get into that second place. Big spin, front board, shove it. just not getting the landing, and Ibuki knows there. She's taking the win. It is a Japanese sweep again. Wow. Ibuki taking the win. The emotions coming out there. I don't know how she's staying composed at 14 years old. Winning second competition.
Yeah, this is amazing. I mean, she's an amazing skateboarder. She has such a long career ahead of her. And, dude, I can't wait to see all the kickflip nose grinds and tricks she's going to be bringing out at all the next ones.
I mean, it's a big deal being the world champion. You know, that is such a big deal. And honestly, I can't think of anyone better to be taking that. She is showing pure skill and ability out on the course, trick choices and different tricks than anyone else is doing out there.
Yeah, and gnarly tricks.
Yeah.
She's going full gnarly.
Big shout out to Yuan Lingzhu for going back to that switch nose grind after such a big slam. Chenji couldn't quite get together, and Lucy did really well. She did enough to get into the finals, but ending in that 6th place, that is a huge deal to her ranking and to, you know, French skateboarding as well. But Ibuki staying out there in that 1st place position and becoming the world champion. This is the delayed 2025 World Championships. Couldn't get it done last year, so we've come out swinging here in São Paulo, Brazil. It's a great moment out here under this blistering sun. We had horrible rain all day yesterday. It really delayed things. Had to get the last of the men's street skateboarding done this morning.
Yeah.
Had to do all of semi-finals of the park skateboarding this morning for the women's as well. But we are getting through it. And amazing skateboarding still to come with our men's street finals. Ibuki making her way off the course. And saying thank you very much to the crowd there. Ibuki is the shape of things to come, and I think the future of women's skateboarding is in very safe hands with her, right?
Agreed. 100%. She is completely awesome.
Great overview of our course out there. As we said in the intro, I think some people have struggled to adapt to this course. We see a very linear course in certain ways. We jumped over to Japan earlier, pyramid hip in the mix, and a slight difference, but still some linear parts in the park. The V kind of shape on this one, I think, has thrown some people, and different obstacle heights that are out of the usual ratios. But fantastic course out here in São Paulo.
Yeah, also not everything on this course is like fully symmetrical, and you know, you can't hit that Red Bull hubba from both sides with it being the same.
So let's check out our podium runs. 3rd place.
Really good.
Look at that backside Smith grind.
And a really decent length grind in.
So good.
On the backside Smith grind to start things off.
No slide, just missing the crooked grind. Big kickflip. I think Coco really played to her strengths in this and composed.
Yeah, she's super smart strategy-wise, and you know, she was so close to getting that big spin front board shove. She's not really trying any tricks that are out of her realm or too far to reach. Everything is right there.
Yeah. Okay, 2nd place. Look at that front blunt to start things off. And that nose grind, so perfect. Love to see Nanami's reaction there.
Yeah, and then,
so happy.
like in between like 2 little tricks right there too.
But that kickflip out, unbelievable. To land ready to do the kickflip is such a skill, especially backside.
Yeah, backside on a round rail, tall, short.
And then our 1st place run from Ibuki Matsumoto, world champion. Just coming off of that 50-50 up the rail. looking so calm, cool and collected. There's the backside Smith grind. Ryan, this crooked grind, it's a combination of things, but ending on such a banger, mate.
Yeah, the nose grind down the big hubba. Not all the girls stepped to that big hubba, and that's, I think, kind of what separated her from the rest of the field. Nobody was flipping onto that hubba. We saw some attempts at it, but this was the only one that was made right here. Kickflip frontside 50-50.
Okay, it's time to jump back down course side with Alex White and our world champion.
Well, thank you, Ibuki Matsumoto, our 2025 world champion. What does it take to be a world champ?
Sorry. 世界一になってどうみたいな。
嬉しいし、こう去年も取ったから、そのダブル連続で取れて楽しかった。
She felt so happy and she got world champion last year, so she's so happy.
We're so happy for you. At the very end, that kickflip 50-50 down the big hubba was clutch. Did you even try that before, or did you just send it?
あそこのでっかいビッグレッジでフリップフロント50-50あれやってどうだったって。
なんかめっちゃ怖かったし、自分でできるか分かんなくて不安だったけど、こううまく自分の中でできてよかったなって。
She was so nervous to try big hover on flip 50-50, but she got that trick and so happy.
And I just want to say anything you want to say to the folks back home in Japanese.
日本のみんなに向けて何か言いたいことはありますか？
応援してくれたことも嬉しいし、これからも頑張るからもっとたくさん応援してほしいです。
Congratulations, our 2025 world champ, Ibuki Matsumoto, 14 years old, taking the win here today in São Paulo.
Thank you very much, Alex. You can see our men are now warming up on the course. Still some great skateboarding to come. But to give you a little insight into Brazilian skateboarding, we caught up with some locals earlier in the week.
Skateboarding in Brazil is always a big thing, always has so much like community, like magazines, a YouTube channel, everything that you want to find out, like skate shop, you can find it. It's not too hard to find out. I'm being inspired for street skating in Brazil, like, you know, Thiago Lemos, Carlos Ribeiro, you can say like Rodrigo TX, all these guys from back then was a huge experience for everyone in Brazil. I'm really excited to have a world skate here in São Paulo. We're talking about a lot because it's always so far away where us live, you know, so now it's so crazy to chill in your house and has the world skate contest in your neighborhood, like so close. I prefer Brazil because I think like I grew up here, so I prefer the food, I prefer the vibe, you know, I prefer my friends, I prefer my family. So I think that's why like I love Brazil and I love where I live, I love where I stay.
When I started skating, you're looking at some guy skating in the streets of São Paulo and say, hey man, you want to be my friend because I'm skating too, you know? Nowadays, you see the progression. It's over 1 million skaters in São Paulo, né? I started skating 86. I turned pro in 91 with the whole new generation for skateboarding from Brazil. Me, Bob, the vert skaters, some street skaters like Taro, Fabio Cristiano. I opened this restaurant in 2019. I opened with my wife, Camila. It's turning one of the best restaurants in São Paulo in Brazil. I'm the first coach for the Brazilian national team, the street. No? pretty much in 2019, LA 28 is gonna be my third Olympics. I went to Tokyo and Paris. It's a lot of emotions, you know. I feel part of that, you know. My whole life is dedicated to skateboarding, you know. I feel young with these guys, you know. It's all my friends, you know. I follow in the progression for everybody in the team. I'm feeling grateful for that.
It's crazy. It feels like I'm getting back to old times. Looks like I'm skating like a kid again in my local park, but now we are hosting the biggest event in park and street skating. I think when I started skating, there wasn't that many parks, and the parks that we had, it wasn't that good. It was kind of rough, kind of hard to skate. So I think that's why all the Brazilians can go to any park, and just on the first drop do all their tricks, because they are used to rough and hard parks, you know. I'm super excited, and I remember how was the last contest. It was huge, like the crowd was screaming, and the level was super sick. But imagine now that everybody's skating even better, more girls like from all around the country, the world. So I'm super excited to see and to do my best.
So good to see those little insights and that passion that comes across from Sao Paulo is so good to see. Two absolute legends in the mix. People I certainly remember from my skateboarding career. Yeah. But it is time to take it back down to the course with Alex White, who's with Lucy Schoenherr and coach Charlotte Him.
Hey, thanks so much, Mark. Like you said, I'm here with Lucy and her coach, Charlotte. Charlotte, an Olympian yourself, and coming back to coach here with Lucy, what are you telling her in her first final?
To enjoy it and to do what she knows she can do.
And Lucy, I got to say there must be so much pressure. You're 16 years old, first final. How do you deal with the pressure?
I really try to enjoy and just take pleasure and do what I love the most in the world, like skating. And
definitely. Let's get a little recap about what happened here in these finals. Great showing here for you, Lucy. We have some clips for you to watch. Walk us through this.
Front swivel is my favorite trick. I can do it everywhere when I want. So yeah, I like it. I was scared about this one. No, yeah.
That's run number one?
Yeah.
So from run number one right there too, and then shifting gears into the best trick section, you opted to go for the stairs.
Yeah, I really like to do like some gaps. Like kickflip is really a beautiful trick, like maybe the most beautiful tricks ever. So yeah, I'm very happy about landing it.
Well, let's check out the entire run here too, all together.
Yeah, this one helped me to feel like in the run. I like to do like some transition tricks like in the quarters. Yeah, Smith is such a beautiful trick.
She has been taking 2 falls on that nose grind, so the back was painful, but she managed to land it properly, so she's happy about it. And then for the last trick, you did the best to keep the feet on the board.
This one's so sketchy. And yeah.
Yes.
Well, congratulations. I mean, I love what you said about picking really beautiful tricks that have drawn to you, that you are drawn to. Looking forward to seeing you in many more finals. Thank you so much. Congratulations on making it to the finals for World Chaps. Thank you so much, Charlotte, for joining us. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, Alex. Great to get those insights. We're just under a minute away from getting our men unleashed onto the course. What are your expectations here?
I mean, everybody's going to be turning up. We're going to have some solid foundation of runs to make it into the podium positions. And I mean, everybody's got 3 runs, so I think they're going to be able to pull it off.
Yeah, Toa Sasaki, first place qualifier through. Wallace Gabriel, out of nowhere in Kitakyushu, got selected by Roger to go and skate that competition, had won one of the local championships, straight to finals. And now he's done it again. He is back in the finals. So cool. And he has got such a good trick selection. His control is outrageous. But so is everybody else out in the finals. I was going to like single out anyone, but that would be rude. Everyone in this final could win, couldn't they?
Yeah, everybody has a chance at winning for sure. And yeah, but it's cool to see Wallace out here and, you know, got all the support from the Brazilian fans and good coach Roger there. So
you can see Richard Turi gearing up for getting down, contest veteran.
And Richard is extremely consistent, isn't he?
Very, very consistent, and he's got a heavy heel flip game.
Yeah.
Which a lot of other people are steering away from, but I know he can kickflip into every single trick as well. He's got really good control. And as we're just about to see, no doubt, straight into the heel flip frontside lip slide. That is a big way to start your run.
Yeah, and a unique way. Nobody else is doing that trick. It's a trick you rarely see street skating.
Missing that crooked grind up. Getting back into the mix of it. It's so hard, especially when you're the first person out, to not make that trick. Well, that's a way to get your confidence back. Heel flip nose slide.
Yeah, and I'm sure Richard is coming in with a plan. I mean, he definitely didn't expect that crooked grind to go wrong. But he's hustling to try and get this last one before time.
Well, let's remember, wow, big spin heel flip board slide. We know he's got that every go, and we're just getting shown that right now. Let's remember the hustle in competition has come from Brazil. Mid-90s came over to the European comps, and we saw the likes of Rodil Jr., Carlos de Andrade, all hustling to get as many tricks in as they could, and they started dominating the scene. So we're back in the birthplace of that kind of style of competition. It's so good. And Richard Turi taking a leaf out of that book. See Thomas Vince coaching him there, 50.91, so he's getting a good example of what kind of score is going to come in, because that's quite high with a fall. So, first finals for Angelo Caro. He's always had the potential.
So surprising that
but
this
never
is
got
the first one.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a shock, isn't it?
It's a shock, yeah. And he has all the tricks. He's had them for a while. Let's go, Angelo.
Wow, bigger spin flip front board. Frontside tail slide to fakie. How important is it to get tricks in on the quarter pipes like we see Angelo doing there, the nollie blunt?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just another place where you can get points. If you're not maximizing it, you're kind of missing out on, you know, some low-hanging fruits that are there.
Taking it up that Euro gap with the kick flip. Plenty of time on the clock. Just having a bit of a breather there. Oh, wow. You asked me earlier what trick would I like to do if I could only choose one out of what the finalists are doing.
Yeah.
Both of us said tricks that he can do.
Yeah.
But you chose the backside 180, fakie nose grind 180 out.
I did, yeah. That is one of my favorite tricks that anybody's doing out here. This, you know, final so far, and first try, perfect execution.
Showing why he's in the finals. You know, I am so surprised he's never been through before, but he only got 14th in Rome. That's his highest finish, so he's already smashed that straight through to finals. Like you keep saying, 8th is the worst you can do now.
Yeah, and I had a good feeling Angelo was going to do well. He's been gaining a lot of momentum lately. He did well as Street League in Australia, and you know, he's just been really just honing his skills, street skating. When you're street skating a lot, you go to the park and everything's smooth and easy, and it just makes it a lot easier. So he's the full package, and Hopefully he gets rewarded with a great score right here.
Oh, I've got no doubt of that score. 81.98. He's saying thank you very much. That takes the pressure off the trick section, and still 2 runs to go. Where do you think he'll change it up?
He has such a deep bag of tricks too. It's almost impossible to gauge it.
Okay, Daiki Ikeda from Japan. Straight into the big hubba. Oh, such a gnarly trick to do on that.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way to start the line.
Proper pinch on that frontside crooked grind, and the front blunt turning it around. Daiki's got a different trick selection. 270 frontside lip slide, or backside lip slide, sorry. Into the big stair, or the big gap, sorry, and getting the hard flip. No one's really hitting that.
And that is extremely risky to be doing a hard flip kind of in the middle of your run down that gap. He should get rewarded for that.
And I mean, anytime the board leaves your feet, you know, it's high risk. We keep saying it, high risk equals high reward. And it's Daiki's first finals as well, which I can't believe either.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, this level of tricks is, you know, you would expect that from someone who gets into the finals, but his highest finish has been 16th before.
Well, let's go Daiki then. I'm always rooting for the underdogs.
Yeah. Well, I feel like they've already won. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they've got through, you know, to even improve your positioning by 1. That shows that you are improving. That shows that you're doing better than you've done before.
For sure.
And, you know, he can take a breather and have a bit of relief with that.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably putting pressure on himself, though. He wants to do well. He's gotten to this point now, and it's like, why not just go all the way right now and try and do the best I can do?
So, Gabriel was in the finals out in Kitakyushu. We're just about to see why. Lovely backside tail slide to finish, or to start things off. I love the way he pops out early to get maximum speed on the bank. There's that frontside kickflip. Oh. Coming into the rail, switch backside lip slide. You know, you've got to remember, Wallace is from Sao Paulo as well.
Yeah, so he's got, like Leticia was saying, it is extra pressure, but I think it gives you extra energy as well. So it's like a give and take at the same time. You want to do well to, you know, all your friends and families out there watching. And
well, also he's got access to this course, hasn't he? You know, is that going to be a big advantage?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I definitely think it is.
Finishing off with the switch backside Smith grind.
Such a hard trick.
I mean, there's not many people doing that for a reason. We saw him take some big slams on that trick yesterday as well, but looking very, very comfortable on the course. Look at that. Switch back lip. I mean, getting the switch tricks in, flipping your board, hitting every part of the course. He's ticked nearly every box in there, I feel. Switch tricks, I mean,
yeah,
everything he did was perfect as well.
And he's got great style and makes it look easy, and that's, you know, part of it too.
I mean, I don't want there to be a set formula of what you need to do, but he's done what he needs to do.
Right.
And that's going to take a lot of pressure off the trick section, having a full run. He's now got room to increase that score by switching up the run sections in run 2 and 3. Eyes up on the board, waiting for that score to come through.
Yeah, so if I was skating, that would be kind of my strategy too, is like get that run that I know I can do out of the way, and then now I have 2 tries to go crazy.
Yeah. So 73.10 sees Wallace in second place as we hand the course over to Max Bergin from France. Another first time in the finals. Wow, and that's why no slide nollie flip out, first trick.
Yeah, and Max is amazing. I didn't know too much about his skating until this event. I did a little research, and, you know, instant follow. He's a total ripper. Oh, and trying to put a trick like that in your run is unreal. That could be a single trick.
We saw that as just the switch 180 front feeble. Yeah, just that.
Yeah.
Before, now he's stepping up. He's paying attention to what the judges want to see. He's saying, okay, I did this, but I'm going to do the extra now.
Yeah.
Lovely frontside kickflip. caught that so well. Last 2 seconds, it's going to be on the buzzer. Oh, kicking it away. It was almost like the buzzer put him off then.
I think that would have been in time, but yeah, sometimes when you're skating, you hear the buzzer, it'll just make you freak out. I don't know, especially if you're a street skater, it reminds you of like a car horn honking or something, and it's just like, okay, maybe don't land. I don't want to get hit by a car. So
it's 23.79 for Max. Still 2 more to go as we hand it over to somewhat of a veteran now, Sora Shirai. And I feel like when Sora is on top form, he's pretty much unbeatable. He just can switch it on as well. It's like nothing phases him.
Yeah, and I think if I was skating in this final, I would be looking at Sora and Toa as like, okay, these are the guys that I'm really going to be battling against, you know, for the podium spots.
And it's awkward tricks like that that really see his scores escalating. Oh, I'm missing that. He's like looking back saying, well, what happened there? Oh, is it raining? Can't call that one. That's what I love. Sora is always messing around, laughing. He's saying, no, don't worry, I'm going to call it there. I've still got another 2.
He's the best. Like, that's just so funny. He makes everybody smile. And there are, look at the big raindrops.
Big raindrops coming in. We've got Peppo out there closing the course off. So let's hope this is just a little shower. Those look like very big droplets, though. And this is what we saw yesterday, didn't we, Ryan?
Yeah. I mean, if the wind is moving the clouds a little bit, maybe these big raindrops will go away quick, and we can get back to the contest right now, but we'll see. Look at how big the drops are.
That's golf ball size coming down. So, looks like Peppo's calling it for a little while. So, Alex, you're down on course side. Any news you can give us from your perspective?
Okay, these raindrops are about the size of golf balls. I got that for you. And they are going to put it on hold right now, too. Big, dark cloud a little bit to the west of us right now. Directly overhead, it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, all hoping that this is just a quick shower that passes, but they're going to put a rain hold on right now.
What's that crowd like out there, down on the stands? They sound very, very loud, Alex.
It is deafening. I mean, the Brazilian crowds are the best. They're not even fazed really by the rain. There's a lot of people that are just staying put, even though there's big fat raindrops hitting their heads. So they're whipping out the plastic, they're whipping out the umbrellas. They're locked in. They want to see this men's final go down.
Well, I hope you're going to stay in shelter as well with rain coming through. So we're going to put the competition on hold just for a little while. We'll keep giving you updates here and there when we can and when we know we're going to be getting things going. But at the moment, you've got everyone just protecting themselves. And, yeah, like Alex said, people just saying, I'm not going anywhere. I want to see the rest of this. Ryan, what does it mean to you when you have to delay your competition? You get yourself into a certain mindset to go and get it done. Then it stops. Does that have a massive effect on you?
I think it does, yeah. You know, all these guys were just ready, practiced, warmed up, you know, feeling it. You know, it's the finals, let's do this. And then rain comes down and it's like, run to shelter, try to keep your shoes dry, don't get your grip tape wet, you know. All these little things that you may not think about, you know, keeping your clothes dry and then getting back out there, hopefully not too long of a delay. But, yeah, it definitely messes up your mojo.
Yeah, messes up your mojo. Yeah, those big, big raindrops coming down now. But we managed to give a camera to Kate Odenboving to switch focus earlier in the week.
I'm not ready, my ears.
Page, sticking with that first run score.
I want to film that flag. Where's it at?
Número 4 do ranking
Oh,
da
there we
World
go.
Skate. Já está preparada.
That's
Leva
great.
o nome do Brasil pelo mundo
pretty
inteiro.
sick.
Andando muito de skate, galera.
Alright. And then it went silent. Oh, that was nice.
Grind.
Yo.
Landslide.
I like the crook. I like the music. I like the music
Mudando
too.
ali também a sua performance
Oh,
agora
nice.
foi a de
In
no
practice,
controle.
she did the best kickflip I've ever seen in my life.
Suski Grind.
Yeah.
Ótimo
Just on the
aproveitamento.
Or back tail. Back tail. Damn. It's packed right now.
One more.
Yeah, they switch on board. Oh! She don't fall.
Uau, duas voltas
It's a buzzer.
completas. Terceira manobra.
Where's she at? Oh, I missed it. Oh! She landed it though. I saw it, but I missed the angle. My bad. She did.
It was so perfect.
Back
Referee just said to me that was
on
so
the
perfect,
A-frame.
and it was.
Maybe
It
the
was.
replay. What's Paige doing? Switch on board?
Uau! Nível lá em cima nessa
She
semifinal.
winked at you. She hit that.
Uau!
Shit, you're famous.
Bora guardar.
It's zoomed in.
Incredible. Top tier difficulty. We're ready for you.
Let's
Paige
go.
time. Coming in. Switch.
Yeah, there we
Too easy. Yeah, Paige.
First tee.
Boa, boa, aplausos para Paige Hine, também conectando muito bem na sua primeira manobra.
Big winkers.
Ranked number 1 in the world, Ibuki
Number 1 in the
Matsumoto
world.
of Japan. Coming in, flip front
Too
forward.
easy.
Too easy. Too
Oh,
easy.
see, she did the
Yes,
same thing I did.
Ibuki.
All right, Paige. Come on, Paige. Let's go, Paige.
right.
Let's go.
Drop it in, switch.
What? Yeah, Paige.
She's taking us through it.
That was sick.
First it was a switch front board, and now
Oh,
it's a
well,
switch
dance.
50.
Meteu a base aí no corrimão, switch 50-50. E agora good to go, vamos lá, Raíssa.
That's the local hero right
Na
there.
sua terceira.
Wow, okay, number 1.
75 pontos, Lucy Schoonahan.
Okay, Lucy, kickflip.
Whoa!
Damn, I might have to take my words back. That might be the best kickflip I've ever seen.
Salva de palmas para Lucy
That was a nice ass kickflip. That might be
Schoonahan.
one of the best kickflips ever.
Yeah, class
There's one left.
rider of this women's
Last one.
semi-final.
Hey, bro, you're in my way.
Ranked
Get
number
out.
1 in the world, Ibuki Matsumoto. Coming in for that last
Oh
trick
shit, I
attempt.
can't see it. Flip back lip.
Kick
Oh!
flip, backside, lip slide.
Didn't see it. You missed it. It
You
was
see,
perfect. It was really
kick
nice. Oh, she
flip.
bowed into the crowd.
Backflip.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
she is a rail technician.
What do you think about what just
Ibuki
happened?
Matsumoto, ice in the veins. Last trick attempt.
There we go.
Galera,
That's a good
seguinte,
ender right there.
enquanto
He knows what's
ainda
up.
não sai a nota da
That was amazing. That was so good. I think we and you should just head out and get those two in the booth instead.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, Keat is such a rad chick, you know.
Yeah, always smiling, always having fun. But not many smiles out there in this pouring rain right now. Bad scenes. Look at the course, very waterlogged. And I've heard we're going to have about half an hour of rain. Hopefully we'll get this thing going shortly after. But looking back at some of those qualifying heats, we saw Lucy's kickflip. It was way better, and I really wish she'd have got that done in the competition earlier. So we're on hold for 30 minutes. We'll come back to you in half an hour and give you an update, and hopefully we'll have some blue skies out here at the WST World Championships, São Paulo, Brazil, 2025 delayed event. We'll see you then. So Angelo starting so strong. This is a way to get things going. You're going to land that and right away with the power bar fully up, right?
Yeah, for sure. And that's a trick that, I mean, if he didn't have an upgrade to that kind of same trick, that would be a single trick for most skaters. So he comes through with that to start off and flows around nicely here into the nollie nose blunt.
It's a really good variation of tricks. He's skating both ways, regular and goofy, front side and back side, and then he's flipping his board onto the rail as well.
Yeah, using the whole course too.
And then that ender right there, backside 180, fakie nose grind 180 out, is bonkers.
Yeah.
But to start your run in such a heavy way, the judges can't help but reward that, can they?
No, and he's got that trick wired. So, yeah, super proud of Angelo right now.
So a nice view from above the park there. This is the rain's eye view. This is what the rain's seen all day. But it has cleared up. So let's take a look at our finalists. Richard Turi, first rider in. We've already seen him all the way through to Max Bergin. Soros Shirai ended his run after probably 3 tricks. The rain started coming down. So yet to see Soros Shirai. He'll get a rerun. So 3 runs left for him. Kairi Natsuki and Toa Sasaki. Format today, 3 runs, 3 tricks, 1 score from the run section, 1 score from the trick section. We mentioned it earlier in one of our openers. How does that change up how you feel about the competition? Because you used to have 2 tricks from one section, 1 trick from the other. Now it's just 1 from each.
Yeah, and you only had 2 runs before.
Yeah.
In semis, they only have 2 runs too, which really forces you to do a safety run almost in a way, to just have that foundation score.
Yeah.
But these guys can do a run that they're comfortable with, hopefully get a decent score, and then have 2 tries after that to get like a crazy run and a really good score to set themselves up for the single trick section. And then, you know, 3 tries and only one's got to make.
Well, the mathematicians out there will know that your percentage of getting a trick done is higher with less goes in that format.
Yeah.
So last 5 seconds. I can't believe it myself. Looks like we're going to get this thing done, Ryan.
Let's go.
So time has gone off. Everyone's looking pretty warmed up. They've been sat around for some time. What would you have been doing waiting for this to dry up, to stay warm and keep your head in the game as well?
I mean, it's so much stop and go. If it started raining really hard, I would probably almost try and lay down and have a bit of a nap and regain some energy. But then as soon as I get the thumbs up that it's time to go, I'd be maybe trying to ride the bike in the back, or just, you know, popping flat ground kick flips.
Yeah.
Making sure my shoes are dry and clean, all that stuff.
And here we go, Soros Shirai rerun number 1. 45 seconds on the clock, starting where he started earlier, blunt slide. Then one of the most awkward tricks onto the A-frame. There's the frontside 180 switch crook. Coming back in, fakie. Wow, to get straight back into it like this is so impressive, Ryan.
Oh, no.
That's the commentator right there.
Yeah, but he's, you know, these guys are professionals. They're able to just turn it on when they need to, and that's part of being a good contest skater, is being able to drop in when your name's called and just do all these hard tricks.
Soren never looks phased. Even when he's not made a run, he's like just groove into whatever he's listening to. What do you reckon he's got on there?
Oh, I don't know. I do know from personal experience that if you listen to too hyphy of music, you get too fired up, and then you know, you go too fast, or your
brain's hyped up, your body's not quite there yet.
Yeah, so you gotta have something kind of in the middle ground where you're getting hyped up, but you're still calm.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that would be for Sora. I don't know his personal music taste, unfortunately.
32.32 sees him in that 5th place position as we take it over to Kairi Netsuki. 45 seconds on the clock, starting off over towards that long ledge. That front crook looks like it would feel absolutely amazing. Straight into the backside nose grind over crook. It's all those back-to-back tricks that he does. He fills a lot of tricks into a short amount of time, and it's like he can recuperate energy really quickly.
Yeah, Kairi's got a pretty good recipe to make it to the finals, and then he's really good at gauging what he needs to do. So right now I think he's just trying to make sure he's getting his run, something on the board.
Drop it in, heel flip position straight away. Heel flip backside lip slide to finish it off. That's a heavy run there, but dare I say, he can upgrade that in several places.
He can definitely upgrade that. That was exactly what he wanted to do, though, for his first run. Just get us a good, solid score on the board.
Safety net run.
I mean, yeah, safety for him, but for everyone else in the world,
yeah,
good luck.
Back nose blunt. One of the grail tricks that people are just throwing in there all the time now.
Yeah, and he's one of the really only guys you see doing like heel flip back lip, right? Like,
so why is that?
It's just an awkward trick. It's hard to get the pop and the scoop and the rotation, and not kind of, you know, make it all the way like you when you're trying it and you can't do it. You're accidentally doing like heel flip back 50 and heel flip back Smith, and it's scary.
Yeah.
You're not actually getting into the heel flip back lip very often, but he seems to have figured it out. So
78.53, straight into second place. He's having a little nod. Yeah, happy with that, especially when he knows he can upgrade in certain areas.
Yeah, so he's strategizing with the coach right now, it looks like, and trying to figure out where to do those upgrades, how comfortable he's feeling with certain tricks.
Okay, first place qualifier through to our finals. We have the amazing Toa Sasaki. Got to get that hat adjusted perfectly for the drop in. Back nose blunt to start things off on the gap to Hubba. That shouldn't really be that consistent, should it?
I mean, that is definitely a tough way to start your line off. You got to slide your wheels down that back nose blunt, and they might be slippery when you land. And that trick, super awkward. Front 180 to switch feeble, back to straight. Getting a lot of speed here.
He loves a big backside 360.
So do I, man. All the way to flat.
So just taking a little breather, getting some energy back in those legs. Caballero backside lip slide, taking it to fakie. The young 18-year-old getting it done again.
And he's, you know, on point, able to pull that tough run off. First try, kind of doing like what Kyrie's doing and making sure he's getting something right out the gate. And then now he's going to have 2 more tries to do an even crazier run.
Well, his best finishing result was second in Lausanne way back when, so I'm sure he would love to take the win out here at the World Championships. He's looking pretty good. So eyes locked on the board, waiting for that score to come through. And obviously took the world champion.
Back nose blunt, perfect. Impossible up that step up is probably pretty tough. It's tall.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's not hitting that face wall on that.
And that one, yeah, I think the judges probably wanted to check out that landing and make sure he locked in the grind on that one. So
yeah, toe was nearly on the floor. I wouldn't like to say. I think a different view would show that, but he still rode away from it. I think it's legit.
Yeah, it was legit for sure.
And sorry, obviously 2024 Street World Champion, so he'd like to get that crown back.
Yeah, and he definitely can.
I mean, you can see it right there, 79.14. Knocking Kyrie down a position and sitting just below Angelo Caro, who's still out on that 81.98 after our first runs. So we're going back to the top of the heat. We got Richard Turi. Be interested to see, he's had a long wait. See where he goes with it, 50.91 on the board. Straight into the heel flip, frontside lip slide.
Yeah, such a rare and awkward trick to start out your line. Just getting the judge's attention right away.
So already started off better than his first run. Kickflip frontside board slide. Straight into that heel flip position. Heel flip nose slide. Gap to Hubba. First saw Richard back in the day in Prague, and I was absolutely blown away.
Same.
When I saw what he was doing, and he was so consistent. And I thought, right, I've got to go and speak to this guy. Wow. He did that trick when I first saw him in Prague down the big rail, and I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah,
I need to find out more about this guy.
He's been holding down that trick for a while, and I mean, it's working for him, so it's not time to retire it yet, I don't think.
No, it's working well for him.
Yeah.
That was how he started the run-off heel flip, front lip.
Nice pinch on that back 180 nose grind.
Yeah, he got that locked. Kickflip frontside board slide, and what's good about Richard is he mixes up those flips. He doesn't stay in one or the other. He can do both.
Yeah, and he flips his board quite a few times in this run. 3 times onto the big section, and a couple other times throughout the course.
Just getting to that big section 3 times is impressive. I think that's definitely going to be an improvement. By how much? Oh, yep, 73.95. He is very happy with that score. Richard Turi now in 4th place. Back to our current leader, Angelo Caro. Where does he go from here, having got that huge score already, Ryan?
I mean, he's going to try and go up.
So consistent at the hardest tricks.
Oh.
Already switched it up. That means that we might see a banger on that last trick of something different, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to repeat that trick in the same run.
I have no idea what he's going to do towards the end now. He knows, though.
Exciting, keeping us on our toes here in the booth.
Nice long crook into the nollie nose blunt.
Front blunt. He's going to get his way back up to that big section. I literally couldn't tell you what he's going to do right now. Foot's in that flip position, 360 flip. Oh, I don't think he's going to get away with that. I think that might well be an incomplete run. We'll see as soon as that score comes through. But tell us about how much wax builds up at the bottom of these rails.
Yeah, so basically, when everybody's landing and grinding down that rail, it's flying off their board. Just little flakes of it are flying off the board, they're flying off the rail, and they're landing down in, probably a 3-foot circle radius of a little patch, and little flakes of wax are down there. So he could have tried that tray flip lip and then just not quite rotated all the way coming out and slipped out on some wax down there.
Certainly looked like he would have made it if it wasn't waxy down there, but I'm pretty sure the judges won't be happy with it. 81.98 is the score he stays on. 79.14 come through as we take it back to Daiki Akita. Frontside 180 switch crook to start things off. I see a pattern here. Everyone's starting off with quite a banger to then move on. I think Angelo's maybe got some people worried because he's coming out so hard on the first trick.
Yeah, and that's a good strategy. I mean, you want to get everybody's attention, like, hey, I'm not messing around, I'm coming out swinging. End with a bang, start with a bang.
Yeah.
And that hard flip just getting some wheel bite for him. Rare. He usually lands every single one of those, so he was probably surprised when he wasn't riding away right there.
Skateboarding will let you know it's in control, not you, all the time.
Yeah, you get humbled by skateboarding.
28.52 there as we take it over to local legend Wallace Gabriel. Had a great first run, now sitting in 5th place with the rest of the heat having got their runs done. Run number 2 of 3. Be very interested to see where he goes here, because relative newcomer, comp experience is a thing, isn't it, Ryan?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I mean, he's definitely building the comp experience quickly right now. But he had a pretty good run that I think he dialed what he wanted to dial, so already stepping it up right there. That was a switchback lip in the previous run, and now it is a switchback Smith. Followed by a switchback tail.
So good. Crook up the hubba. 270 lip slide. This is looking very good. It's not just what he's doing, it's how he's doing it. Everything's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely perfect.
Switch.
Oh!
No way. Would that have...
That would
have taken Angelo off that top spot.
That would have jumped him up really somewhere up there.
Certainly just behind him, if not.
Yeah.
That was very impressive. I did not expect to see the switch flip front board at the end of that run.
I think he's going to get that, though. He was so close right there. I mean...
Well, when you've got a 73.10 on the board, just sitting around 5th place, knowing that you've got some big trick section tricks, you've got room to just expand on it, haven't you?
Yeah, and I mean, he wants to do that line. That's the line that he came here to do. It wasn't the first line. This is the line that he wants.
So Max Bergin, run 2 of 3, starting things off, same place. I think that one was better. He caught that so high, which is really impressive. No slide nollie flip to start things off. Coming in, switch 180.
Yes.
Frontside feeble, 180 out.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that in one of these contests before. Super rare, cool trick.
Oh, down big flip front board.
That's a bummer, dang.
Yeah, this started so well, but still another run to get it all done clean. Great frontside flip up the Wembley gap. Or the Brazilian gap now. Yeah. Kicking away that hard flip. I think it's going to be hard to commit to something. I mean, we know he's got a great hard flip, but when you haven't landed your full run, it's almost like, well, this kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, and you don't want to try super hard and maybe get hurt right there or something if you're not feeling it. It's better off to just kick it out.
25.95 as we move on.
Pressure's
Sara
going to be
Shirai
on for Max.
Currently in 7th place. Unfamiliar territory for him.
Get out of the way, you guys. Come on.
I want to know who was in the way. Blunt slide to start things off. Hanging up a little bit on the bank, but I'm sure it's all good.
Oh, nice recovery.
Every go on the frontside 180 switch crook.
Yeah, and Sora just has this ability to turn his hips quite a few degrees past his shoulders and spin like nobody else.
Well, your legs will always follow your shoulders when you do a trick, and he's got that control, he's got the stay to be able to take things out the direction that you don't want to go. Yeah. But he's also got the ability to spin into things that way as well. Oh, not making the same mistake. There it is, Samurai chop, getting the full pull he wanted. He's very happy with that.
Yeah, that was crazy. Sugarcane is just always going to be a super difficult trick, and to do that at the end of his line was amazing.
So many big hits in that one.
Oh, he locked in on the wrong side of his truck right there and still pulled it out.
Well, that is all the way to the end. It's very easy to sort of slip to board slide on the way out, isn't it? And he took that all the way down.
Yeah, and I mean, being locked in on the wrong side of your truck is I don't know how he did that. He
sorted it.
Yeah.
Okay, waiting for that score to come through. Be interesting to see where he sits amongst this pack. We've got some big scores on the board already. 80.34, wow. Just fitting in between Toa and Angelo Caro. Kairi Natsuki is going to want to answer to that, I think. I feel like he's going to step it up.
Yeah, he sees his fellow countrymen killing it, and he wants to show him what's up, too.
Double dash pinch right there.
Yeah.
Wow. Caught that crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, backside flip up the Euro gap. Back nose blunt is certainly looking good so far, Ryan. Team Japan just are so consistent at the hardest tricks. Do you think they made a concerted effort to go out and learn the tricks that no one else was doing?
I do not know. Like, that right there was, nobody's doing that.
No.
Late, big spin, front board.
Yeah. I'm not sure, did he snap his board or crack it maybe? No.
He doesn't seem too concerned about it.
50.25 with a fall and some time to go.
Yeah.
That was shaping up to be something special right there. Okay, back to Toa Sasaki. Knows what it takes to be world champion. Queuing up a nice track, 79.14 on the board for him.
Yep, starting out with the nollie back nose blunt this time. Saw him doing those in practice.
Interesting fact, Toa has never missed one of those tour stops, ever. He's been at every single one.
And that is, you know, smart. It's also goes to show he's just able to ride while injured, deal with the injuries, and also avoid being injured probably at the same time. So
a lovely big 360 coming back in, fakie. Caballero backside, lip side fakie. And a little hit on the ledge as well.
Just a couple little tap grinds. I mean, he could have tried to do harder tricks there, but also risked missing a trick.
Yeah.
Which can be scary.
Well, yeah, it will be counted as an incomplete run if it is in time and you fall off. You've got to be careful. We've seen it before. Caught that so well. Steering it round with his front foot.
That one was much cleaner this run.
Taking that cab back lip to fakie. Little glance up at the time then. Do you see that? He was like, oh, I got a little bit of time. Maybe I'll hit the ledge as well. Oh, and we have a new leader, 85.22. Toa Sasaki is in charge right now.
Yeah, he's doing it. And, you know, that one back three where he comes back and launches all the way to flat is just, you know, a big trick going back up to the big section, whereas a lot of other guys don't have a big trick going back to the big section.
You were saying that the other day.
The small techier stuff, so I think that was helping him for sure.
Richard Turi in for run 3 of 3, heel flip front side lip slide. Yeah, you mentioned the other day that there's not really anywhere in the course to get that big hit, but Toa's finding it.
Yeah, exactly.
Crooked grind up the hubba, 30 seconds on the clock. Kickflip front side board slide. Richard's got that hustle, hasn't he?
Oh, definitely. Oh, wow. And stepping it up with the varial heel flip back 50 on the gap to hubba. Keeping it going.
I was thinking he was going to hold that back, but I think, you know, the likes of Toa and Angelo have come out hitting. That I don't think he's got the room to hold anything back. He's got to throw it in this section of the competition.
Oh, no way. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That would have been definitely an upgraded run. I mean, a heel flip no slide compared to a varial heel back 50 is, I mean, I think the varial heel back 50 is quite an upgrade.
51.48 coming through for Richard Turi as we take it back to Angelo. Caro was current leader for a long time. Just got knocked off of that position by some mark. Toa a few points ahead. And I think Angelo's going to have to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at this one.
Yeah, let's go, Angelo. You got this.
The biggest spin flip front board. I love the way he comes out of that trick. It's so good. Getting his foot in nollie, taking off the front of the board. Oh, it's come away. Okay. See, at this point, Angelo could either use this time to just get a couple of reps in, try a couple of tricks that you might want to do, but he knows that he needs to preserve some energy for the trick section. Just chucking a 360 flip lip slide in there, as you do.
Yeah, and it's tough. Angelo, I think his first run that he did was just really such a good run where he's trying to figure out how can I do a better run. Maybe I'm not even going to do a better run. Maybe I'll just do something different, see if I can get a better score that way. Sometimes it's tough.
Okay, Daiki Akita fell off of that hard flip on run number 2.
Yeah, Daiki needs this right now. Pressure's on. Let's go, Daiki. You got this. Oh, not locking in the switch crook, but still keeping it moving. Oh.
I was just about to say, it's so hard when you don't get that first trick done, right?
Yeah, but he stayed on, and they would have just scored him as a tail slide, which, oh, look at that.
Yes, going off piste.
Getting street on the course. Grind that thing for us, for the crowd. Oh,
Yes,
it's got some
done.
paint on it.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, this is for the culture right here.
Yes. Nothing is off
Ah, that would have been so cool. And that's, you know, that's what makes Daiki special. He just is a ripper of all terrain. Anything you put in front of him. I'll grind this guardrail or whatever.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, love to see it. Okay, run 3 of 3 for Wallace Gabriel. Fell off the switch kick flip, frontside board slide at the end of his last run, run 2. We're seeing quite a few falls on run number 3. He needs to break the cycle. Backside tail slide, pop it in. Oh no, just hanging up. It was too much to be able to absorb. Ollie Blunt to bring it back down the course. Switchback Smith. Yeah, it's gone away now. He's going to call it, conserve some energy and take it in for the battle that is going to be the trick section. This is shaping up to be pretty special. I could not call it right now.
Yeah, all the scores are pretty close. I mean, Toa's got a bit of a lead by 4-ish points, which isn't huge, but still something.
Yeah, Max really needs to get this full run. We've said it time and time before, if you don't get a full run in this section, it is nearly impossible to get on the podium. Big nollie flip out of that nose slide to start things off. Bringing it back across the course. I love the way he kind of folds his back truck onto the rail in that trick and then just lowers down the front truck over. It's done so well.
Oh, and that's exactly how that trick works and how it feels when you're doing it. Just stomping that big foot front board that was giving him trouble in the last run.
That's certainly going to give him the confidence boost to get this last trick done. Let's see it, Max. We want to see you go through with a high score. Oh, just not quite getting the flick he needed on the hard flip. And that's going to hurt after getting those other tricks done in the run.
Yeah, the hard flip kind of got Daiki and it got Max.
Well, it's not called a hard flip for no reason.
That's true.
Ish.
Pretty easy for Daiki, but...
Yeah. For some people, they're like, what? I don't even know why that's called this. So, 25.95. I think there will be an improvement because of that rail trick, but it's going to be very, very difficult for him. But, like you said earlier, you've got through to finals. That's good enough. That's an achievement. Yeah. Massive achievement.
And this is his first finals. And, I mean, he's going to look back at this one and watch the replay and be like, okay, I'm going to do it all next time.
So a slight improvement there for him. 48.36 as we hand the course over to Sora Shirai, currently in 3rd place. We know he's got a huge trick bag, but now he's seen what other runs have gone down. Ryan, where do you think he's going to adjust?
I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see, I think.
I do like the way that Sora kind of keeps us on her toes.
Oh!
There you go. Wow. I can't believe he just threw that in. Just like that. No, I've not seen him try that once today.
Oh man, I'm speechless right there.
Back tail on Big Red. 360 flip. No way. He can't believe it.
And that's that.
That was possibly going to be one of the best runs we are likely to see this week.
That's that feeling. You do one of those tricks in your run, and you're like, I just got to hold on. And that might be one of those tricks like we were talking about earlier with Mitchie, where he needed to do it in the middle instead of at the end, because he needed that energy. And then I was thinking he was probably going to just go for a cab back lip or cab back tail on the rail at the end. And a 3 flip up that step up, that is a tall step up.
Yeah.
So,
but he's got a great 3 flip, but still unbelievable.
Oh, that was so cool that we got to see that trick in the line, though.
Yeah, Kairi Natsuki in, front crook, the double pinch as we've seen before.
Yeah, just so smooth, too.
There's the 360 flip over the bank to bank. Wow, big old nose blunt slide. Makes that look so easy. Oh, crook nollie flip, one of the tricks we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, and that was upgraded from his first run. He did a heel flip back 50, so he's upgrading. And wow, late big spin front board.
Very rare trick, that one.
Yeah, crazy. And a heel flip back lip.
Got that in on time as well. Very well timed run.
He got his whole upgrade run right there. Exactly what he wanted to do. Probably exactly what he was talking about with his coach right there. And she's hyped.
Starting it off with that very well balanced front crook straight into the backside nose grind, the over crooker. Caught that with his back foot so well, didn't he?
He just has really good finesse on his flip tricks. I bet he's a really good like flat ground skater. You know, he just has those fundamentals.
Yeah.
Super good.
Spent a lot of time getting the basics down.
Yeah.
So 78.53. I'm pretty sure that's just about to disappear. Where he'll sit on the pack is so hard to call right now, though. At the moment, Toa 85.22, meaning he needs the 0.23 to go above. Look how hyped Sora is. 83.12, jumping ahead of Angelo Caro there. But Toa Sasaki still sitting it out in front by a clear 2 points. Where do you go when you've already put down such a huge run like we saw from Toa?
I don't know, but, you know, these guys have such a big bag of tricks.
Nollie nose back blunt slide. And we know some of the highest scores ever in both sections are still yet to have their trick section. Whoa, kickflip backside tail still. You see the way he rode out that, like, what on earth am I doing? What? It looked like he almost did that by mistake. Well, we asked what he's going to do to change it up, and we got an answer right there, didn't we?
And look at how he's using the course. Nose blunt there, back 3 huge there to flat.
Hats off to him.
Unbelievable.
Ollie Blunt coming in fakey. Needs to stay on. He's done it.
Yeah.
Well, there's the upgrade. Kickflip backside tail stall. Wow. So sick. Stoked for him. Already got an 85.22. Nollie backside nose blunt slide on a gap to Hubbard to start things off.
Great way to start your run. And that trick is extremely hard. It's hard to get up over the rail without your back wheel bonking it.
Big backside 360, and this is the use of course. I think that's really helping him.
That's really helping him for sure.
Yeah, I bet he felt so good then. You can see that smile exploding onto his face. Just like, I got it done. Where are we going to go from here? 86.33, increasing by another point right there.
Wow.
It's looking very tough to beat Toa right now, but we've still got our trick section to come. They're going to have a 3-minute warm-up right now and get ready to shreddy. Each skater will get 3 attempts at getting another trick, and they have to have a score for the trick section and 1 score for the run section. Toa looking really, really hot right now.
Yeah, that whole top 4 right there, it could go a lot of different ways. I think it's going to be tough for Richard and everyone below him to crack into the top 3 in the single tricks.
Well, Sora Shirai got a 97.07 in Dubai 2024, so we know he's got some huge tricks.
Yeah, that was the full cab sugarcane.
Yeah.
Insane move. He could probably do it on this rail, too.
You know, he's got 2 tricks in the top 10 highest scores ever. 95.66 as well. That must Tokyo 2023. That's heavy.
That must feel good to have that in your repertoire.
Okay, we're going to jump back down course side with the 3rd member of our team, Alex White.
Hey, thanks, Mark. Well, while we're sitting here watching that display of mastery, I just looked up what Toa means in Japanese. It means the one who is great. And Sora's name means the one that flies high, sky. So we have the high-flying sky guy versus the one who is great. Toa is showing us why he's great. He's #1 in the world. He is the defending world champion. Can he fend off this field right now in the best trick? About to find out. It's going to be a good show.
Thank you, Alex. Getting one of the best views right there, right next to the course.
Yeah, she's got front row seats.
Yeah. Would have loved to have seen Max get a full run done. He's got to be so disappointed, but he's definitely going to keep it going, put on a good show for us. You can see Angelo Caro warming up with some big tricks as well. Last 45 seconds of practice. And when I spoke to Garrett Hill, head judge, when I first got here on Tuesday, he was telling me they've rewritten the trick ledger 3 times and they've kind of lowered the certain ratios on the scores. They've said, right, you can't keep coming and doing the same tricks and getting the same score. You're going to do the same trick, it's going to be slightly lower. We need you to push yourselves as far as possible. And they're really pushing for that progression. And that makes it very, very hard to get the higher scores, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. And I mean, the courses are changing every event, and these skaters have to adapt and do all of this stuff when it's their turn to drop in. It's not just like a jam.
No. So we also know that Toa has got some big, big scores before 95.07 in Rome 2025. So in this section, Toa shines as well. He's got 1 score in the top 10 high scores ever. Richard Turi, trick 1 of 3, going varial heel, backside 5-0, right?
I think it was backside 5-0, yeah. I think that's, but let's...
And we take it over
yeah, he was going for the back 5-0.
Angelo Caro, he's asking for the crowd to get behind him. What I would love to see right now is him do this first go so that we see what else he's working on.
Yes.
Because we just don't know what else he's got in the bag.
He can do this first go, though.
Yeah.
He can.
Works well under pressure. Here we go. Angelo Caro, trick 1 of 3. He's done it! No,
oh, my goodness.
So close, but you see he's straight up, bounces straight back on his feet. He's clapping his hands. He's like, yeah, I got that.
I really wanted him to do that, and I really thought he was doing it for a second.
I think something going on with his back truck there. Maybe bushing burst a little bit.
The last thing you want at this stage in the event is an equipment malfunction.
I mean, you can change up your wheels, your board's not too bad to change, but your trucks, readjusting them, it's just a massive no-no.
Yeah.
Okay, Daiki Ikeda starting on the platform there. Sat in 7th place, 49.15. It's going to be a big ask to get on the podium from that score. Whoa! Okay, Cabal aerial, backside tail slide, big spin out. That's a Sora special right there.
Yeah, I wonder what Sora's thinking right now.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't care. Sora's just doing his own thing.
He's laughing. He's like, I might land that next try.
Yeah, he's probably looked at him and gone, oh, I got your back, don't worry, mate.
Yeah.
Wallace Gabriel, currently in 6th place, 73.10. He can do this. He's coming in switch. Kickflip, frontside, board slide.
Wow.
Absolutely perfect. I mean, I've seen a lot of sketchier versions that aren't switch.
Yeah, and I mean, he tried that at the end of his last run or second to last run, and he almost had it. So he's playing a little bit of strategy right here, just making sure he gets a single trick on the board and got it done first try. So that's got to feel good, and we know he has that nollie flip back lip too, right? So
yeah, we know he can keep going. Be interesting to see what the judges make of this. You're not seeing very many switch kickflip frontside board slides on big rails. Boom, 80.67, 153.77 on the board, and sitting in that first place as we take it over to France's Max Bergin. Trick 1 of 3. Waiting for that go-ahead, taking some deep breaths, getting focused there. Going up the kinked rail. I saw him trying that a few times. Frontside nose grind, nollie flip out.
it's a different approach for the best trick section.
So how do you feel that that trick, if he gets it done, will match up to what we've just seen, switch kickflip frontside board? Like, how's the difficulty level there?
I think that it would be a little bit of a lower score because that rail is kind of set up to do a trick like that out of it, you know? Whereas if he did that down the rail, it would be an insane score.
Oh, wow. What? Stepped off. Looked like he picked up a couple of bits of loose change off the floor and then just stepped away.
And he just doesn't even look worried about it at all.
King of composure. So 0 score coming through for Sora Shirai. As we move on to Kairi Netsuke. Just having a look.
Oh, I might have an idea of what he's going to try.
Come on, call it.
I think he's going to try heel flip back tail, possibly big spin out on the hubba.
Okay. See him running it through his head with his hands. Oh, got away lightly there. He's like, oh. Yeah. Had 3 heart attacks in the middle of that.
Yeah, I was scared there for a second. But yeah, not sure if he's going to try and big spin out of that back tail or not.
I mean, it might be nice to see him just do it straight and then go back and do it.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Toa Sasaki, look at those scores on the board. 79.14, 85.22, 86.33, and trick 1 of 3 to go. So, decking out that rock fakie to get the speed to come in. Oh, wow!
What?
Well, we know that this is a big trick. Giovanni Viana doing it in Rome on the gap to hubba, but this hubba's bigger.
It's taller, and you can't go over the back of it. So, yeah, definitely gnarlier.
Just to let you know, Giovanni got a 96.93 in Rome.
Wow, yeah.
For that trick, if I remember rightly. I think it was that trick. That's huge. And the thing is, he did it so well that it didn't even look like that. He just chilled on it.
Yeah, and that trick is so cool.
87.77. Huge score coming in there. Wow. Okay, 174.10. And you can see where that judge's adjustment of the trick ledger has come into play there.
Yeah, he definitely could.
You know, they're still, you know, ratioed to the rest of the scores, it's still way up there.
Exactly.
Richard Turi, trick attempt 2. Oh, and he's got it done. Burial heel flip, backside 5-0. He's looking stoked on that one. That's a rare one. On a flat ledge, you see it a few times, but down a gap to hubba.
Yeah, I think it might be easier on a down ledge because barrel heels are pretty hard to pop up high.
Yeah.
So it might even work easier down this ledge than on a flat ledge. But either way, super tough precision, like throwing darts at a bullseye, you know, and that's why it took him a couple tries.
73.95 coming in. Sees Richard sitting in the 6th place position.
And that's going to get him up to at least 3rd right now.
Yeah, that'll bump him up once those scores.
Oh, into 2nd.
Sorry, 79.87, 153.82 on the board. 2nd place, looking good so far for Richard Turi. Angelo Caro got dangerously close.
Let's go, Angelo. You know what to do.
There it is.
Yes.
He's got it done. Yes, Angelo. Bigger spin flip, frontside blunt slide to fakie. I think that could pretty much be renamed the Caro slide.
Yeah. I mean, it almost needs like a crazy name because it just is so insane. You know what I mean?
The accuracy of where he landed that, he got the tail perfectly where it needed to be, was hovering the back foot and just went, yeah, I'll take that now. So sick.
I think that should be called Angelo's Hail Mary.
Angelo's dream.
Yeah.
91.34. Wow, 173.32 on the board. And after such a huge score coming in, that just shows just how good Toa Sasaki's runs were.
Yeah, and that was super close. If the judges would have gave him, you know, 1 more point,
yeah,
he would have been above Toa. So
certainly closed the gap. Daiki back in.
Oh.
I wonder if they had a little chat and he said, look, I want to do the cab, back tail, big spin. Is it all right if I do that and you do something else?
Yeah, and then
Sora was
Sora
just like,
tried
yeah,
the nollie
sure.
big spin, back tail, big spin. Yeah, sure.
Seems like he would as well.
Yeah, he's like, well, I'm only in 4th place right now with my run, so sure. Or something, you know.
Wallace Gabriel. Yeah, going for the nollie flip, back lip. Looked like he put so much effort into the flip then.
And that's such a hard trick because you're flicking it towards the top of the rail. So if you go too close, you'll kick the rail and flip back, and it's just scary, you know.
Okay, currently in 8th place, 48.36 on the board. Needs to get a nice trick in and start climbing up that leaderboard. There's the nose grind, nollie flip, landed bolts as well. If you're going to do it,
clean.
That is the way to do it.
Yeah, I really like the way that he landed that, did that. That was perfection.
I just really wish he'd have got that run section dialed. Caught that pretty high.
And that looked like it felt so good. Not even doing it off the end, but actually doing it, popping out before the end.
If that kick carried on, he would have still done it, which is really impressive.
Yeah, that's crazy.
77.73.
He's stoked.
Yeah, he should be. 126.09 and sees him in that 5th place position. But Kairi and Sora yet to get a trick score on the board. And Daiki. Sora Shirai, trick attempt 2 of 3. Coming in that nollie position, nollie big spin. Oh, it's going to come down to that 3rd and final try for Sora Shirai. Look at how stoked he is anyway. He's having the best time.
Yeah, and even when he bails, it's like pretty graceful.
Okay, Kairi, trick attempt 2 of 3. Oh no, you were right, mate. You were right. He's going straight in there. Heel flip, backside tail slide.
Yeah, big spin out.
Big spin out. So sick. I think that could be one of the highest scores, surely.
Yeah,
on that ledge.
Yeah, that's going to be up there.
Any predictions on what you think that score would be? It's really difficult with the trick ledger adjustment.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to say anything. It's a little bit tricky for me to be calling the scores out right now.
Okay. Currently in first place, Toa Sasaki, defending champion.
Oh!
No way. Are you kidding me? Cab aerial, backside nose blunt slide, big spin out. NBD for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, dude, that is so crazy. He can definitely do it too. That is going to be a tough one to do it on, though. That ledge is steep.
Low landing as well. Not much time to get the board to spin round, but if anyone's going to do it, it is definitely Toa. As we go back to third and final attempt for Richard Turi. He's in third place. Very close score to Wallace Gabriel. He wants to increase that. Whoa, okay, going varial heel flip backside nose grind, staying with what he knows so well.
Yep.
And he's saying thank you very much for the crowd. Sticking around, seeing through the rain.
And I mean, right now he's in third place, so if all these guys go too hard and don't get anything, he's in a podium spot.
Yeah. Okay, currently in second place, 173.32 on the board. Angelo Caro just about to drop in for his trick attempt 3 of 3. Last chance to try and take Toa off of that first place spot. And he was going for the kickflip, maybe Spanish grind.
Yeah, for sure, going for that one. He's been doing that trick super well lately. Maybe just not used to doing it on such a tall hubba.
Sure. Okay. Daiki lining up a new track. Currently in 8th place. I'd like to see him just go and grind the barrier. That would be sick. Just grind the barrier and be like, yeah, I'm out. Okay. Coming in, Fakey. Oh, not happening this time.
And just such a hard trick. Just goes to show, like, how on it Sora is with that one, you know?
So, bottom 3 at the moment. No landed tricks in the trick section. Wallace Gabriel, 80.67, going with a 73.10. You can hear the crowd going absolutely wild for him. Oh, he's got it. No way. That was a ride out. What happened?
Just leaning a little bit too much over the left side of the board. And, you know, if the trucks are a little tight, he couldn't turn and kind of slipped.
How do you think the score would have been against the switch kickflip frontside board slide?
Oh, it would have been much higher than the switch kickflip frontside board, for sure.
Okay, Max Bergen did well to get up into 5th place. He's got the 77.73. Looking to increase that, coming in towards the handrail. Oh, going kickflip frontside blunt slide, shove it by looks. He's saying thank you very much to the crowd.
Yeah, and he's got to be stoked. I mean, just to be up there skating with all these guys and, you know, #1 ranked in the world. Toa, Sora, everybody's crazy. You know?
First final.
Yeah, first
final.
final.
He has put on a great show. He should be very proud of himself.
Yeah, so, you know, he's going to have his expectations to be making it this far in the future.
Yeah.
And I believe he can.
Sora Shirai, last trick attempt. Oh, wow, are you kidding me? How does he compose himself?
It's a video game,
that,
but
and then do the most ridiculous trick. Look at him. Oh, my God, it's so good to see. Nollie big spin, backside tail slide, big spin out. Do you see the way he exits early to be able to get the board round? Look, that is talent.
Oh, man, and just the way that he landed it, it couldn't have been done any better.
Wow. That is absolutely bonkers. I don't know where this score's going. It's going to be up there. And could we see him go from 7th way up? I'm pretty sure we're going to see it.
Yeah, I think he's going to go way up from that. He doesn't have 2 scores yet, so this is going to give him his other score. that he needs. And
well, he's got the 80.34 from the run section. You know, he can get way up that leaderboard. 90.11 sees him jump into podium position. Richard Turi's got to be really gutted right now, being knocked down into 4th place.
Has Richard ever got a podium at these?
I'd have to go through my notes. I think highest score 4th.
Yeah, it's tough.
Okay, Kairi, Natsuki, last trick attempt.
Oh, changing it up.
Oh, getting real close to getting hurt there, but straight back up on his feet. Going nollie inward heel.
Nollie inward heel front board. A super scary trick.
Okay, Toa knows he's got it in the bag. 174.10. What a show from Toa Sasaki today. And this, I would love to see him just get this done now. He doesn't even need to do it, but I would love to see him just go, boom, here you go.
Oh, man, I mean, this would be go crazy on the highlight reel for sure.
Oh, it was coming round. I think that maybe needed a little bit more wax up there, and he has done that.
Yeah, and that's a tough one because you kind of need to stick to big spin out like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Okay, there you have it. Toa Sasaki taking our win. We did it, people. We got through men's final. We have the same world champion as we take it over to the park course with Alex White. Okay, not quite ready yet. Let's absorb ourselves in Toa's win.